The concept of overtime. You need to win 4 rounds. There's a kill from Nok. mihu will fall. Currently, Virtus.pro need to get to 19 to win this. Same for GamerLegion. Problem is for GamerLegion, they need 4. Virtus.pro, only the 2. There still could be 1 for GamerLegion to add to their belt. Although Virtus.pro still hold the advantage into this one. Veggie nearly falls in advantage. Looking very volatile at this time. Scream so close in the bomb site. Might be able to get something done. Looks over the top. Snax' head is showing. That's a kill. Veggie will not be able to reply, but is trying to. He'll slip around the back of the bomb site itself and Scream. His head is wide in the open, and Veggie will take it away. Trade back from Nok inside of the connector. And Delicious and Snatchy, they're into the 2v2. 35 seconds. The bomb bringing itself in towards the middle of the bomb site. HS going through the connector. Nok is currently there. They could go in towards the B bomb site. That would be the right call here for GamerLegion. Virtus.pro would have to play the retake. And HS will bring the bomb on over. Planted just in Summit. And Virtus.pro will have to play the retake perfectly. Delicious and Snatchy coming back in from upper. Snatchy leading the charge. He will be the first man in through ramp. He'll run on through. He'll look for the pickup. But it's going to be a player hiding in behind the spools. Do they check this? It'll be HS just hiding that. Finding his time. They walk right in front of him. 1 kill comes through, but Delicious is there. Now it's the 1v1. It's planted for Nok. Perfectly planted for Nok. And he'll just hold. Take the time. Take the kill. And it's 16 for GamerLegion. 17 to 16. Virtus.pro will not be allowed to have a flawless CT affair. But they do have 2 chances at taking this one over the line. It has to be flawless if they want to win it here at GamerLegion in the second half. They have to win all 3 in a row to force us to the 3rd map. Of course, they can bring us to double overtime. To get that there, they have to pick up 2 to confirm us. Virtus.pro will have to pick up 1 to confirm double overtime. The thing for VP is, though, the T side has also looked strong. So GamerLegion might not be over the hill just yet. Winning that 1 round is definitely not enough. VP still in the lead. VP will send 3 players off towards Ivy, 1 with a bomb, 2 backing him up. GamerLegion will have most of the players on the A side itself. 1 in towards B. Snacks looking for the early pick. That's a little bit scary. Throws the grenade on through, receiving 1 on the top as well, as mihu and Snacks take quite a bit of damage from the early utility usage from the CT side. Yet no first blood is drawn. Still, all 5 players stand on each team. And with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to play with, GamerLegion locked on the A bomb site. Virtus.pro sit outside. Not calls the cross, as mihu will start to come in towards this area. He's allowing HS to get up close and personal, and this might be a bit of a problem. If they're too focused on the AWP of Nok, HS might be able to get enough done on his rifle. Veggie and mihu are the only players here who can really succumb to this, and it is going to be HS going for the aggression. Not patient enough to wait, and because of that, he will get a 1-for-1 trade. At least gets information to our players towards Team Aim, but that is a weakness now for GamerLegion. They start to move on in. Nok will pick up the advantage. Scream towards the back lines. That's the kill on the Snacks. Can another one come through? Yes, it can. Nok finishes off the job, and it is 17-17. The scoreline again even here. GamerLegion are now 2 rounds away. This is absolutely mental. This is Virtus.pro's pick. This is the one I thought was going to be more one-sided, even that Inferno. And coming into this, you would most definitely look at the series and go, okay, Virtus.pro should win Train. GamerLegion, they are showing they have something to work with here on this map. And there goes the push. Snacks coming on in. It's going to be HS getting taken off the top of the ladder. Virtus.pro with the man advantage into a crucial round. This would confirm double overtime. This would put them again on map and series point. His existence will find the trade. Great flashbang, great peek. And a 4v4 yet again. As Snatchy starts to make his way through. This could be the kill that Virtus.pro need. It has come through onto existence. Snax will come in towards the A bomb site where Scream will fall apart. It's Nock trying his best. He's under pressure. The AWP close. It comes to the pistols, but Snax will win that battle. And it's all on to Hampus. 1v3 here. Virtus.pro look to try and take themselves to series point again. And it will happen. Unless Hampus has one of the most heroic plays possible. He's coming through from Old Bomb, back towards the CT lines. Making his way through. Look to the right. Snatchy's hidden behind the green trim, but overextends, and there's the pick. Coming through from Snatchy, very quick indeed. It's 18-17, and yet again for Virtus.pro, it's map and series points. This could be the 2-0 against GamerLegion. It's either double overtime, we do it all over again, or if we go 2-0 here for VP. GamerLegion have brought themselves an AWP into play on Nock. There's a good buy from them. Hawka will take initial damage from the Molotov as they want to put pressure towards Ivy immediately. Existence is here in behind the server. They need to pick him up early. They need to get this kill. Scream is there to back him up. And Existence is just holding. Hiding in the corner. Snatchy will clear the angle with a Molotov. Existence forced into the open. A good no-scope from Snatchy. And an early kill to work with. Oh, so low though. And Scream sprayed through. Scream gets 2 kills through the smoke and Ivy. And it's back into a man advantage just like that for GamerLegion. Scream making a difference for the CT side. Nock! Oh, that was an opportunity to take away miHu. To extend the chances of the CT side. Snax B-hopping through the Brawn holes. There's one player there, and Nox and miHu still engaging in battles on the A-bomb site. And Nock will be dropped to 20 HP. He will stand back towards the stop sign. Nock will pick up the kill, the trade on the miHu as Scream fell. And it's the man advantage still standing for the CTs. Hawka on 27, Snax on 11 HP, but it doesn't matter. They've still got the kill onto Nock, although HS in such a strong position will take away Hawka. Snax on 11 HP. They know exactly where he is, and they have control of the bomb. Snax will do his best into this clutch, but it is going to be difficult, especially with 2 players. So many angles to check. 20 seconds left to try and recover the bomb, and only 11 HP with an AWP. It will be HS. He will bring us to double overtime. Snax falls apart. And VP, again, cannot get it over the line. They only needed 1 round. And here we go yet again. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. Snatchy still at the top, 31 kills. In terms of the score, actually, on 83. In terms of kills, it's me who's got the most, 33 and 27. Veggie on 21 frags, 24 on Snax, and Hawka on 16. Scream. And Hampus leading the way for the CT side. This game has been a bloodbath. It's still not over. We restart overtime. First to 22. VP on the T side. The singular op setup is in play. They've decided just the rocket on Snatchy. Flashbang will go off towards Ivy. Snax will crack open the windows. And they'll start to take their time here for this pro. As long as they stay positive, they remain in control. That will be Veggie. Taking the early fight towards Nock. He's forced away. Smoke will come in. That'll slow VP. Also gets the info that there is a couple of players perhaps pressuring in towards there, but VP will start to throw the utility. They not push in. It's Snatchy with a kill onto Hampus. Man advantage there to work with for Virtus.pro. As they start to move in, there will be the bomb denied. The bomb's on the floor. HS took away miHu. And so Veggie has to try and get that kill back. He'll do it. Snatchy with another. It's all into existence. A 1v3. He's not exactly been known for his fragging ability on this team. And it will not happen as Snax from long range wits for him. It's 19-18. Yet again, VP. They will pick up the first round of overtime. Number 2 this time. They've reached map point so many times before, but just have not been able to get that 1 round that takes them over the line. GamerLegion have stopped them every inch of the way, grabbing at their heels. Utility available to both teams. Overtime will see to that. We're getting the best of the best. Virtus.pro, mihu is going to be forced into the open. The Molotov forces him into the open against 2 players, and he wins the 1v2 aim duel. He takes both Scream and HS. Absolutely nuts there from mihu. The advantage is doubled on Virtus.pro, and Existence is looking to try and get in. mihu is going to be finished off. Existence will pick him up. And on Virtus.pro, they have got the advantage, just the one. But GamerLegion still stay in this one. Knock with AWP. Holds in the stop sign. Able to pick up Snatchy at long range. Under a minute on the clock. VP have lost the early advantages that they found, and they might just lose more as Existence will pull it back for GamerLegion. Hampus, aggressive through B, has picked up Snacks, leaving Okalicious, the quietest player in Virtus.pro, to have to go nuclear in this run. Existence will spot him. He knows exactly where he is. And Okalicious will try his best, but Existence will finish him off. There'll be 3 kills on the board for Existence. A good round from him. And we again are even 19-19. Last round of the first half of overtime number 2. And one of these teams will go into the second half with a 1-round lead. It'll be Virtus.pro again with that advantage. Or will GamerLegion salvage it? They do only need 3 rounds each at this point. I've got GamerLegion with 4 players on the A bomb site, 1 a little bit closer towards the ramp itself on B. It will be the push from Snacks. Is that through the smoke straight on EHS? Absolutely nuts from Snacks. Scream able to pick up mihu. So it will be into a 4v4 yet again, kept even by Scream. That's such a good opening from Snacks though. Making something out of nothing. But Scream does a good job at keeping his team in it yet again. 55 seconds for Virtus.pro. What's the call here? Most of their troops have been stacked and pulled over towards B. The bomb will be gathering up with the rest of them as well. It seems as though this will be the final attack coming through as Knock will sit on the ramp waiting for multiple players to come in towards him. It's Snatchy picked apart as Knock will take him away. Nax coming in from behind, has got the AWP now. This is the kill from Hampus. Knock will be finished off. They need to get the bomb planted here, Virtus.pro, but the Molotovs come in. They cannot plant it. His Hampus will be here with the AUG in the middle of the site. Virtus.pro just going to walk past him. Oh, he's looked, he's spotted Snacks. They have no idea he's here. And Hampus is just staying alive. Existence will get it. And it's 20-19 here for GamerLegion. They are now 2 rounds away from taking us to map number 3 of this series. It feels like we've been on another map already. This game has been absolutely incredible, delivering. So Hampus is called a pause because he needs to charge his AirPods, ladies and gentlemen. I think this has to be a joke, though, from Hampus. Obviously. I think it's just a meme. I think they have got a technical problem. If not, then having to call a technical pause to charge his AirPods is quite the strange technical pause, I have to say. I'm enjoying this game, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to let you guys in with a little bit of an insight. I've been dying to go to the toilet for a piss. For the last... maybe since the 5th round, maybe? This game is definitely getting pretty long. It's painfully long, for me at least. But it is delivering. Apologies for too much information, but thought I'd share it. I have to get it off my chest. I think they were ready to go, but GamerLegion did a head count and someone's missing. But he has returned, and we're ready to get back into this one. Currently, GamerLegion lead by 1, 20-19. Virtus.pro, they will bring the AWP into play again on Snatchy. It's 10k over time, so money does become a bit of a factor towards the later stages. And here it goes. Round number 4 of overtime, number 2. A lot of numbers being thrown around, but the number Virtus.pro want to get is 22. The number that GamerLegion is the same. And it will be a Molotov going in from Veggie towards PopDog. HS was trying to get away, but he will scurry back up towards the top of the ladder and will survive relatively easily. It will be mouz, though, that takes the brunt of the nade damage early into this one. Dropped to 40 HP. Scream will fall away. Getting the information there is an AWP towards Ivy. Smoke will go off towards the left side of Ivy. And the A-bomb site is held by a vast majority of the Virtus.pro players. At this point, GamerLegion, they want to make sure every piece of the puzzle is in the correct place. Utility about to come over the top. 43 seconds. Here comes the push from the T side. Can Snacks hold on? He's completely blinded, but he still manages 1 kill. HS gets rid of him quickly. He's on 6 HP himself. Veggie doing good work, but HS is again there. mouz keeps the advantage alive for Virtus.pro, and he might just get another as Knock crosses over. It's a kill for mouz. HS into the 1v3, and 5 HP. Virtus.pro should be here on 20. The scoreline should yet again be even, and nothing will separate these two teams. 13 seconds, no time for HS here to play with. He will tap the bomb, but OpTic makes the footsteps, peeking into it. Snatchy knows where he is, and it will be 20-20. Virtus.pro are a year in the future. Well, actually only 6 months. That's kind of crazy. And a double ult setup is available yet again for Virtus.pro. The buy-in from GamerLegion. The money will become a problem in the next one if they end up losing this, and that's where Virtus.pro want to take this. This will be match point for one of these two teams. After the conclusion of round number 5 of overtime 2. Virtus.pro did a good job at holding in the last one. This could have been an opening for Veggie, but a missed opportunity. HS was looking to try and force that fight. He is forced away back up towards Brown Halls. He gets away with his life, luckily. It could have went very, very badly indeed, but he does source the info. And so HS is again playing with fire over towards the ramp. Snatchy. Is he actually going to go for this aggressive play? This could be something that catches off the tees. No way. Snatchy pulls it off. Existence, he's picked off. And Virtus.pro have the man advantage. HS will start to make his way back to where the bomb is. He'll pick it up, strap it onto his back. And Virtus.pro have got mouz off towards the left side of Ivy. Flash will go through. mouz pulls himself away. It will be the rest of the troops of GamerLegion starting to make their way in. mouz needs at least 1 kill here, but completely blind. The shot will give away his position. They wouldn't have seen him otherwise. Hampus had already crossed, but OpTic will step up. Another kill coming in from OpTic, and that's the bomb on the floor. Scream does his best. It's a headshot, but Veggie might just drop him. Indeed, he will. And again, it looks like Virtus.pro might just reach map point. Knock into the 1v3. 18 seconds on the clock. The bomb is on the floor. He'll have to pick it up and run straight away into the site. He has no time to waste. It has to be the immediate plant. He taps to try and beat them towards him. There's the headshot onto Snatchy. Veggie hides behind E-Box, and here comes the plant. OpTic moving in. He'll get the kill. The bomb plant through, so that might just get them enough money. But Virtus.pro, yet again, are on map and series points. If they end up going to triple overtime off the back of this, surely there's a point in which their mentality just breaks. Possibly the last game of train, last round of train, should I say. But GamerLegion will have to try and force it to the third overtime. Flashbang goes over the top in towards the A-bomb site. Rotations coming in from Virtus.pro. This one is at an all-time high in terms of tension. Existence in behind the bronze train. No one wants to step a foot wrong. No one wants to be the person that gives away the early advantage into this important round. They're playing passive. Existence will start to move forward, though. He's getting very aggressive indeed. He's on the back of mihu. Existence is the man to open up the round. And it's the T side with the man advantage. Veggie will source the trade. Another one can come in from Veggie. And indeed it will. It's 2 on the board for him. But Scream doing what he's done so far in this game, time and time again, trading through. And it's all on Snatchy in a 1 versus 2 clutch. He's been the man that's given Virtus.pro chance after chance, but this has to be the clutch. The 1 versus 2. He'll make sure no one's coming towards him. He'll wrap his way back in towards the A-bomb site. But Knock and HS are positioned in Team In and Pop Dog. Snatchy, I'm sorry, but this is looking so incredibly difficult and impossible. He's going to smoke the bomb site, taps it, pulls out the AK. Now it's a little bit more doable, as he can kill multiple players very quickly. He'll look for the headshot on the Knock, but it will not happen. Here we go again. It's another overtime coming right up. Virtus.pro cannot get that one run that'll take them over the line. This is not what I was expecting coming into train. And the fact that we have another map possibly coming up after this is an absolute mental thought moving forward. Because Virtus.pro, they had a one-sided Inferno. I looked towards the second map, I said, okay, this is not what I was expecting from GamerLegion, but alright, we're going to see a quick TO here from VP, but we move on to the second map, and it's been anything but quick. Overtime number 3 coming right up. Molotov. As towards Pop Dog, Existence is birding in it. It's on a minus 37. Flashbang will go in from Snacks. It'll be the troops from GamerLegion starting to make their way through. The bomb on the back of one of them. It'll be the kill from mihu on towards HS. A kill from Screen in reply yet again. But VP seeming to come out on top, but as soon as I say that, it's just a trade every single time from GamerLegion. Been quite effective at that and the T side, and they've actually got the advantage. Hampus, oh my god. He went back in for another. Existence with a kill on the Snacks, leaves Snatchy again in the 1v2 clutch. Minute left on the clock this time, and the bomb is going a long way back through Ivy. Snatchy currently just here on the A-bomb site, buying his time. He's just wanting to get the information. Once the bomb is planted, it will confirm where they are. With overtime being 10k, safe calls actually do happen here. And Snatchy looks at the money of his team. He realizes it's not in an amazing position. Am I realistically going to win this clutch? Probably not. So I'll just save the AWP into the next one. It will be GamerLegion 22-21 here. I appreciate the chat. Caring for my needs. Appreciate it. Well, I don't think I can take my eyes off this game. This one's going to be a very interesting conclusion. Virtus.pro reached map point like, what, 3-4 times maybe at this point? Definitely 3 at the minimum. I believe it's more than that. They currently are trailing by 1 round. GamerLegion on 22. 25 at this point. GamerLegion 3 away from getting that magic number. It's the match point that has eluded Virtus.pro. They have not been able to take it over. Once they get match point, they seem to falter. They seem to choke it away. And Veggie has been dropped to 18 HP. Now Flash are going towards Ivy. It's Hampus starting to pull himself over towards this side of the map as Snatchy looks to rattle off the shot. The smoke will have to go down in front of it. Follow-up smoke comes in from Hampus, but Snatchy just walks right through it. They get the info that they're not boosting. If he just walks past this smoke, of course it's risky, but I wouldn't really advise it. You'd realize that no one's there, but obviously too risky. So it's high tensions in this round that it would be still advised to do so. And it will be Alkalicious with the kill on the screen. Existence able to pick up 2 headshots. That's perfect. Alkalicious and Snacks finished off. There was only the 1 headshot, but still, it's impactful as the bomb will get planted. Veggie coming in. A kill onto Existence. HS holds the connector. He'll wait until Snatchy comes into the crosshair, and Snatchy's been finished off. It's a 2v3. A man advantage for the T side, but Veggie is looking to try and pull that one back. The opportunity, he cannot quite grab it. The grenade goes over the top, but the time is ticking. There's another player inside the ramp. Veggie has to tap it, pulled into the open. Hampus will pick it up. Molotov for the site. That's job done. Mihu finished off, and it will be 23-21. GamerLegion, will they be the first team to pull off a flawless half here? They are 1 away from map point here on train. Virtus.pro rightly so calling a timeout here. They realize that this might, after getting so many map points, might just slip through their fingers. And people who have been waiting for the fnatic versus big game, I'm sure there's quite a lot of you, well, I've been waiting for a very long time at this point. And the fact is, there could be another map, and it's looking like GamerLegion want to bring it that. VP come into this one. They've got the AWP for Snatchy. They've got the UMPs alive on Mihu and Snacks. Alkalicious has got an MP9 to his name as well. As Existence walks in, it'll be the kill, but Veggie lines up too. Virtus.pro, they need this so desperately to stay in overtime number 3, but Knock will get rid of Veggie. Not a big fan. And it will be Knock into 9 HP. It's not looking too great here for GamerLegion. Virtus.pro, they managed to salvage themselves 1 here, it looks like. As Knock is only on 9 HP inside of Team In. Flanking upon him as well. Here's, of course, Snacks coming in from behind. But he has... Oh my god, if he goes to the knife shot... Go on, Snacks! Ah! He didn't want to risk it. Knock walked into the open. And Snacks will finish it off. 22-23. Virtus.pro, they prevent the flawless half from GamerLegion. But now have to pull off the 3 in a row if they want to take it here in overtime number 3. GamerLegion just need 1 more to confirm quadruple overtime. And I'm trying to start to think about the longest game I ever casted. I can't quite remember. I think it might have been 5 overtimes. So we're getting pretty close to that. Utility comes in for Virtus.pro. The T side has been good, I have to say. But how many times have we seen Veggie be dropped to around 30 to 40 HP early because of Molotovs? And great utility usage here on the CT side. And Veggie sadly is taking the brunt of the damage from it here. There's a smoke down there. Snacks will realize that after the Molotov was instantly neutralized. Distance takes a lot of damage. Chess will pick off Mihu. Early pickup comes in for the GamerLegion. Snacks here in towards main. They need to find a source to kill. There it is. HS will walk right in towards Snacks. Gives away the advantage that they had. And now with under a minute left, Virtus.pro might just be able to pull this off. This would be the equalizing scoreline yet again. 40 seconds. They start to put most of their troops through the Brawn halls yet again, past the shower room. And Orkalicious and Veggie bring their players towards the back lines. Molotov goes out towards the stairs. 25 seconds. Veggie crosses over. 20 seconds. Virtus.pro, this is left so late. They're going to have to go into the B-bomb site straight away. 15 seconds. Let's go, Virtus.pro. You have to get into a bomb site. Hampus just in here towards upper. It's Scream with a kill on the Veggie. Orkalicious manages one, but it's not enough. Hampus gets the kill. It'll be a cleanup for Hampus. It's map point for GamerLegion. This could be a third map as Virtus.pro left their time so low. And they need 2 more rounds. The best they can hope for. It's double overtime. Or not double overtime. Quadruple overtime. Double overtime. This is when your brain starts to go into shutdown mode. Some mistakes start to come on through. After such a long and intense game. Snatchy, he'll be looking for an opening pick. Knock. He'll behind the smoke, rattling a couple of shots on through. And Snatchy will look down the barrel. Scream will be picked off. Will be a kill for the T side to work with here. Another chance for Snatchy there on towards Knock. He was correct in assuming so. And what a second shot from Snatchy. He'll look back in towards Pop Dog. There is a player there, but Veggie doesn't even care. He takes away Hampus. And Virtus.pro is looking good that they will pull off 23. Kill from Existence comes in. It has to be the 1v5, but a minute left on the clock. The bomb on the other end of the map not safely planted. Existence. This one's not going to happen. It has to be the save. And so Virtus.pro, they will take 23 rounds. Oh, 1 round away from quadruple overtime. I don't think I would be alone in not predicting this. Existence will carry the AWP over into the next one. We reach it again. Still match point for GamerLegion. But can they get it done? Virtus.pro, they want 1 more. It will be the double-double. Overtime number 4. The 2 AWPs come in again. This time, it's not a Mihu and Snatchy, but Snacks and Snatchy. You sound how potent that can be already in this game. Can they pull it off? Virtus.pro, they need this. Of course, they've still got a map under their belt. And will be a third one coming up if GamerLegion get it done in this one. But of course, Virtus.pro want it to happen. Virtus.pro aren't going to send their players off towards Ivy. Existence is going to be holding this area. He has done that quite stellarly so far. Been a pretty solid player towards this position. We've seen quite the performance increase from that of Inferno, which was quite the opposite of Train, I have to say. GamerLegion didn't even manage to get double figures. Well, they made up for that. Got 24 rounds under the belt. But here comes the push from Virtus.pro. It's Snatchy with a kill on the Existence. That's the opening from Virtus.pro. If they can get another one, but it just looks to trade. It will be there for Veggie. The man advantage for Virtus.pro here. 40 seconds left. The bomb wants to get in towards the A bomb site, and it's got to be the rotation. 2 players inside of B, but Knock. He's got Orkalicious. Scream crosses in, but it Snacks. It's all on Hampus. The 1v3. And it looks to be overtime number 4 coming right up. As Hampus makes his way through the old bomb. He will walk right into the crosshair of Mihu. And it is. It's overtime number 4. Quadruple overtime. 40 kills reached for Snatchy. 41 for Mihu. 34 for Veggie. He has started to step up and play very well indeed. and Snacks on 33. This has been a game of incredibly close runs, incredibly close affairs between players. And we're going to do it all over again. I'm building up sort of the, my sort of pain threshold at this point. But we'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it together. There's no bottles nearby. Here we go. Snatchy on the op. NK47 is alive for Virtus.pro. Utility is there. 4 players lock inside the A-bomb site. Molotov. Bounce off the wall and lands inside a pop. Virtus.pro want to get off to the start. They want to carry the momentum they gathered towards the end of overtime number 3 into the start of this one, but Hampus might disallow that. Great flashbang gets one. Probably could have ended up with a little bit more than that, but Scream is luckily there to help. It's the man advantage for GamerLegion. Virtus.pro are going to have to turn this one around. Existence, he could be picked off by Veggie. HS will grab Veggie back. And it's a man advantage yet again for the CT side. This is just becoming insanity at this point. Snacks on 5 HP. Under a minute left. Nock should find him here at the oil train, but Snacks has crossed over to the right side, and there we go. Nock will pick him up. Snatchy, 1v3 left here, 40 seconds. It's realistically not going to happen. We'll see if Snacks, or should I say Snatchy, can pull it off. Flashbang goes in towards E-Box. He'll peek into it. Scream. He'll get the dink, but the kill comes through from Snatchy. Finished off by Nock. And it's 25-24. GamerLegion, they win the first round of overtime number 4. Thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Here we go. Second round of overtime number 4. It's going to be the troops from Virtus.pro heading their way towards brown holes yet again. GamerLegion, they'll get the opening kill thanks to Scream. Snacks is walking in towards the A-bomb site. And Virtus.pro, they've fallen a man down. They've got to reply quickly here. They look like they want to go in towards B. That's where they want to answer back. But Hampus has been here. And so has Scream. They've been working very well together, and Hampus has got another kill. Scream gets the second, and this is not looking so great for Virtus.pro. Hampus walks in with a triple kill, and he cleans up the B-bomb site. It is his domain, and it is 26-24. Virtus.pro yet to pick up a round in overtime number 4. It's first to 28. GamerLegion again, 2 rounds away from that. This happened in the last overtime. VP managed to steal it away this last round of this half and make it happen in the second half of overtime number 3. But they are yet again on the back foot. They haven't really looked like they've had too much in them. Grenade lands at the bottom of the ramp. Snacks up towards the top of the ladder. Still no kill found by anybody. Virtus.pro not with a... Don't have a whole lot of utility left at this point. They've got enough for an execute. They've still got 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and a Molotov. But a proper full-fleshed play on a set piece will not happen. Existence will pick up 2 kills. Veggie and Snatchy. They will hit the deck. This could be match point yet again for GamerLegion. This time they'll have 3 chances at getting it. HS will pick up another, make it 2, and Snacks will fall. Mihu alone in the 1v5, and he will be dropped. It's 27-24. What a game this is. It's overtime number 4, but it's match point for GamerLegion. They've got 3 chances to take this over the line. VP. They need to pull it back. Need 3 rounds just to get the 5th overtime. That would be literally ridiculous at this point. Only one more needed here. Mihu starts the approach. It could be the early kill for VP, and there it is. Knock will fall. Mihu will toss the smoke in towards Ivy. The GamerLegion still outside there. There's a bomb and 2 players. 3 players with the bomb. And it'll land on top of them and do quite significant damage. It just dropped to just above half HP. A little bit off the top of Hampus and Scream. Molotov goes through from HS. That'll clear the corner. HS starts to look back in towards it. Snatchy holds the CT stairs as the pickup. As Snacks comes in as well. It's a 2v5, and Virtus.pro look like they've done it at the start of this one at least. Again, it's the start of a long road. A long and windy one. There's the kill from Snatchy. Scream will fall. Existence, last man standing, 1v5. And he will be finished off by Veggie. 25 for Virtus.pro. They will get their first round of overtime number 4. And it comes in the second half. 2 rounds away here from taking us the full distance yet again. And we'll do it all over once more. Exciting stuff. 46 kills on Hampus. He's been an absolute beast so far on train. He wants to keep that up, I'm sure, over the next couple of rounds where it becomes even more important here for GamerLegion. They just need one more. One more win will win it for them. And Virtus.pro needs to be flawless. Veggie, he will make his way through. Existence will sit back. Mihu dropped to 53 HP at the start of things for Virtus.pro. That's not exactly the way they wanted things to go. So instead, they'll go aggressive. And it's Existence who jumps into them. The man advantage is picked up for Virtus.pro. And here comes the actual push in towards B. Ocalicious needs to stand strong, and he's got the lineup. Another one could come through, but Scream, he's kept it alive. But Snatchy with a shot. The bomb plank has not come through yet. Luckily, Knock is there. And Hampus is on 1 HP inside of Ivy. Snacks has an idea that he's here. The information was picked up that there's only 2 inside of the B bomb site. And so Snacks will find Hampus. Knock the last man standing. It has to be the 1v3. If he wants to take it over the line here, if he wants to go to the 3rd map, it has to be the clutch. He'll be on the oil train. Virtus.pro start to bring their players around. Knock looking for the first pick. They know exactly where he is now, but that's the first kill. Snacks and Mihu, the last man standing. The bomb is planted. Looking over the top. Snacks will pick it up. And it will be 27-26. Virtus.pro, they bring it to the edge yet again here. GamerLegion. He might just choke this as well. GamerLegion, they only need one more. And they just cannot get it. It keeps evading them. Virtus.pro only 1 away from taking us to another overtime. Overtime number 5 for Virtus.pro. Or another map. Either way, we've got more Counter-Strike coming up here in the series. GamerLegion taking it slow. No one wants to be the man that gives away the advantage to Virtus.pro. It was Existence in the last one. And Snatchy, he's holding up towards the B side of the map, and this is where the attack's going to come through. There's 2 players here for Virtus.pro. Rotation could come in very quickly indeed. They need to find the kills. Snatchy, he will not get anything. It's actually Ocalicious who will fall, and Snacks will get the trade. It's still a 4v4, but the bomb has been planted here for GamerLegion. It has to be successful. Mihu picks up Hampus. Snacks gets another one. It's on the Scream in Existence in a 2v4. This is looking good for Virtus.pro. It's looking good for overtime number 5. And the retake is coming through. He'll be Scream on the spot. Existence will pick up a kill on Snatchy. Another one. It's Veggie taking away Snacks. Mihu, he'll come through. Scream is finished off in Existence. He's got the Molotov. He's got the Molotov onto the site. There's a smoke on Veggie though. It'll be used up. Existence has the peak. He'll pick up the first, but the defuse is in. It's 27-27 and Existence cannot get it done. It's overtime number 5. And we reach it again. We're going over and over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. But it's brilliant Counter-Strike going in for both teams. Virtus.pro couldn't manage to get a single round on the first half of overtime number 4. They managed to pick it up coming into the second half. 3 in a row. And another pause coming in. Snacks is getting a toilet break. Are you kidding me? I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair I get one as well. Let's see if I can risk Snacks. It is confirmed. I'm faster than Snacks. He is a pretty big guy, though. So I think there's probably more that he has to do. But it seems like we're ready to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm ready to go again. The feeling of relief is immense. And we are ready to get into this. Virtus.pro only have 7 seconds left on their pause. And here we go yet again. It is going to be another overtime. Well, Nock forgot his AK. That's not exactly the greatest start coming into this one. But it will be Virtus.pro. Cracking open the windows. They're on the CT side here. GamerLegion on the T side. Flashbang going to go through from Hampus. He'll walk away through. Virtus.pro managed to pick up a flawless CT half in the last overtime. If they can replicate that here in overtime number 5, they might just find themselves taking this series. Either way this goes, both teams deserve what they get. It will be the kill for me, who's Hampus. He will fall Nock, able to pick up Snacks, and here comes the push. Oh, it's happened. HS has taken away Alkalicious, but the bomb has fallen up and upper. Snatchy's been able to get that kill, and so the bomb is up on top. They're going to have to try and get that GamerLegion. They have indeed collected it again, and the bomb can get planted. Existence will take away Snatchy. Veggie and Mihu into the 2v2. They've got to retake the bomb site. And Veggie will take the headshot onto Nock. Existence is there as Mihu picks it up. It will be the retake successful from Virtus.pro. And that will be their 28th round on the board. Well, Virtus.pro, if they can get further on the board, if they take a flawless half here, they will have 3 attempts and getting match point. They've had so many attempts at match points, though, in this game. They just haven't been able to take it over. Just not even that one extra round. And it's been so unfortunate for them. They've kept fighting. They've kept fighting. Here again, when their back's against the wall, when there's on by 3 rounds, they make it happen. There's a kill from Snatchy. Hampus able to pick that up. Man advantage there for the CT side. As Nok will bring his attentions back over towards Ivy as Mihu will be picked off again. It's even. Smoke from Veggie goes down towards Ivy to try and cover off the vision now, but there's still just over a minute. Existence will take away Okalicious. Man advantage on the T side. Existence able to pick up Snatchy, and Veggie and Snacks, they're into a 2v4. The bomb planted easily here for GamerLegion, and this is not looking exactly great from Virtus.pro. Veggie will walk in, the headshot is down HS, another one coming in from Veggie, and what is that from Nok? Just be hoping in the open. Veggie takes that for free, and Snacks will pick off Scream. They run back into the bomb site, and they're trying to get on it. There's Existence, low HP, Veggie. He will make it happen. GamerLegion tossed that round away, and that'll be the defuse through. That's the triple kill, absolutely beautiful. And Veggie, that is quite a strange round, I have to say. What just happened there for GamerLegion? If that's the round that cost them, they'll be kicking themselves about that. Virtus.pro on 29. This could be the flawless CT half they were looking for. As GamerLegion, they might have just lost a round that was crucial to their success. There'll be two ops in play on Hampus and Nok. Virtus.pro. They've got the buy they want, the AWP in play on Snatchy. Snacks looking for the early pick. It's Hampus being dropped to 41 HP at the start of things. And Veggie, the player that stepped up massively here. In overtime, keeps on going as Hampus will fall. Man advantage on the CT side. Scream just looking for a foot. He's looking for the shoes. It's like the game heads down, thumbs up when you like to cheat a little bit. VP just holding on here. Looking for the flawless CT affair in overtime number 5. Veggie sitting in between the sandwich. Scream up on top. He will get his head torn off as Veggie takes him away. There'll be a kill from Snacks coming right in as well as HS comes in for the party. Gets the headshot onto Snacks. And Veggie flanking in behind. It's not hitting the deck. HS finished off. And Virtus.pro, they will hit 30 rounds on the board. 57 have been played. And VP get a flawless CT half. 3 more chances at match point. Surely in these 3, Virtus.pro can get the one they need. The same was said for GamerLegion a couple of overtimes ago. But they were not able to do it. Virtus.pro came back and won a flawless CT half back-to-back now. This has to be GamerLegion taking a round win. Money, no problem here in overtime. Yet again, 10k. Get everything you want. This is going to be the full-fledged buy between both teams. And at least if you're new to the overtime concept, you've had enough of a sample size to really understand what it is all about. We've had enough of them. 5, in fact, and Veggie, he wants to make sure this is the last. Opening kill for Virtus.pro into this one. No answer just yet from GamerLegion. Virtus.pro, the utility comes through the smoke. Spray from Scream comes in, though. Veggie will be traded back through the smoke. And it's into a 4v4. Hampus is going to go for another knife. There it is. Snacks finished off. Inside of Pop Dog. On towards Snacks. That's brilliant. But the trade is in from Mihu. On towards Scream. Still standing VP, but the advantage is back in favor of GamerLegion. HS has been managed to pull that off on Mihu, but Okalicious, the smoke fades. And it's a nasty surprise for HS. It's a 2v2 as Hampus is inside of the connector. He'll start to slip his way in. Knock on the bomb site. Okalicious and Snatchy trying to pull it off. Only 2 more kills, and it'll bring them to the 2-0 in the series. But the confidence from Hampus just to go for the knife kill. It's such a crucial round of this game. The flashbang pop through. Here's Hampus playing in the back of the smoke. Flanks on the back of Okalicious. And that's all on the Snatchy. A 1v2, 18 seconds. It's not looking likely that this will happen. But he is going to try. He'll run over towards the B-bomb site. He has to go the long way. He doesn't know if there's a player close by, and because of this, he's wasted so much extra time. He has to go for the plant immediately. There's enough time for it, just about. So the 1v2 has to come through. Snatchy holds the bomb site in default. One player coming through the connector. Missed shot on the Hampus. They know where he is. As he walks into the open, Nock will find it. 30-28, and Virtus.pro, perhaps their old demons are coming back towards them. They haven't been able to get that one run so many times. They've reached match point. Well, we'd need 30-30 if we want to go to overtime number 6. I think that would be the longest overtime I'll have casted. The longest game I'll have casted. Well, this definitely puts us off schedule. Just ever so slightly. We were off schedule anyway. We thought with Virtus.pro picking up the clean win on Inferno would put us right back onto it, but Train has delivered. It's pretty much two games. Like, at this point, we could have casted an entire other map by the time we've hit overtime. Virtus.pro. The nades will come on in towards them early. Snatchy, the AWP. Look for what he can find. Virtus.pro, there's the opening kill. Snatchy onto Nock. They need to keep it. They want to extend upon it if possible. But GamerLegion, they need to have their flawless CT half now. Virtus.pro have done it twice in a row. But GamerLegion need to pull off the flawless CT side just to stay alive. And as they come towards Hampus, it will be one kill. Looking for a second. Of course, he'll pick it up. Hampus has been on another level for the CT side. And he looks for a little bit more. And Snacks will finally get rid of him. It's a 3v3. Hampus might have just done enough to give his team a chance in this one. 50 seconds left. They throw the utility in towards B, but they want to go back over towards A. And Snacks has been caught by Scream. Advantage is again there for GamerLegion. Virtus.pro are going to have to make this quick. As Snatchy and Veggie making their way back over towards A. The rotation coming in from Scream. And of course, HS through the connector. This is going to be so difficult for Virtus.pro. Veggie's been spotted by Existence. It's on Snatchy. A 1v3. This has to happen. And he will be picked apart. Scream will make that happen. And 30-29. Is it overtime number 6 here? GamerLegion, they are purchasing everything into this one. It's an AWP in the hands of Nock yet again. Virtus.pro, they don't have that luxury. The 10k has left them with not that much, really. They're going to be lacking on utility on a couple of players. They don't have the AWP. And Veggie has had to skimp on the helmet. But here we go. This is either overtime number 6. Well, it's a 2-0 for VP. There definitely is a curse on this team at the minute. Both of them, in fact. And once they reach that map point, they cannot get it done. HS will find off Delicious. mihu on the HS. mihu with another as well. As Scream will fall. This is looking pretty solid for Virtus.pro. They need a couple more kills, and it's over the line. A 2-0 it would be. As Hampus has rotated in. Is currently on the bomb site itself. Smoke comes in towards the site. Nock looking for the trade. As Snatchy, he's in towards Team In. That Molotov will go through. Virtus.pro are going to take their time. They're going to slow it a little bit. Existence dropped to 21. So lucky to be alive. He will get one. But the trade is in from mihu. Hampus and Nock, they rotate back in. Under a minute left on the clock. Snatchy's got Hampus. All on Nock in a 1v3. And this could be it. And Virtus.pro, they will find their 31st round. They finally get it done in overtime number 5. And what a game this has been. 50 kills on Hampus. 52 on mihu. It's been an absolute bloodbath across the board, and it's been an amazing match to commentate. I'm looking forward to seeing what Virtus.pro can do later on in this tournament, because these games have been spicy. We're going to go to a short break, and for all of you that have been waiting for the fnatic versus Big Game, it'll be coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.
Charge up your game with excitement. highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it as I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. As I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. Let me all of the pain seems to follow like a shadow, dark and cold to the touch. Am I insane not to let go? Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. As I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. Fly all the faith of the world in your plans, guarding your faith with the palm of your hands. I know, yeah, I know. It's the unknown, the unknown. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you.
Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. Roll a little something like this. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the EU Minor closed qualifier. I think we were having some server issues, but we should be sorted now. It looks like Big Clan are 1-0 up. My name is Hawka, here with Dinko to take you through the action. And heading into this second round, Dinko, we've got the force buy from fnatic, but a slow start from Big.
Yeah, fnatic coming into this one. They've got the Mike 7 in the hands of Brolin. Crim's rocking the Scout and the Deagles for the rest. We'll see if fnatic can get anything done with it. But Big Clan, obviously they want to get off to a solid start after finding the first. They want to make sure that they can capitalize off of it and get themselves a few rounds under their belt. Molotov will clear the toilets. Big starting to throw a little bit of utility in towards the A bomb site and flexing their muscles a slight bit as they get ready to go in towards the bomb sites. And Terra's going to have to deal with Brawl, and he'll do it well.
Good nades towards A. Crims here with the Scout lands one shot. Both players stuck behind the truck, and Tizian will close the distance in with the second entry. Only gets the one kill. Actually, the first one was stolen away, but into the 2v2. Aggression, JW doesn't get it done. It's up to Exist with the mag set.
Yeah, Exist is going to be here with the Mag 7 trying to pull it off. The Deagle's actually the weapon he's gone to. Goal B holds the corner, running on in. It's the Mag 10 that'll make it happen. 2-0 here for Big. They do lose a couple of players. fnatic make it expensive, but Big will withhold. Maybe a 2-0 start, most likely 3-0 here as well as fnatic. You know, they could go for a couple of Deagles and a couple of these players, but the majority of the forces will want to keep as much money in the bank as possible. So Big, this is a good chance for them to build up some extra cash with those Mag 10s. Centauros and Gold B rocking them. And I think this should be a walk in the park. And that's exactly what Overpass is, Alex. So it works well.
I mean, the entire map isn't a park. Like, the B site is more of a sewer, I would say.
Yeah. Well,
you get worse.
Smoothie used to play on Big, and that's where the rats like to play. So
Oh my god. It would make sense.
it all adds up.
Yeah. Bit of a B short stack from fnatic. Could work out for them. Again, just such little investment, though. It's not going to be easy to get this going. Xantares currently positioned pretty aggressively, but Gob B over on the other side of the map is getting the information. Tizian just holding the angle. Shouldn't be too difficult for Big at this point. They're getting the information, and if they really wanted to, they could just wait for Gob B to go for that massive flank.
Yeah, well, Gold B coming in from behind. It will be the Mac 10 rattling away the kill onto Crims. Exist, Twist, and Brolan are left into a 3v5. Gold B able to pick up that kill, and Tizian will take away Twist. It leaves Exist on his own, and Gold B will finish off the job. 3-0 for Big Clan. One will get planted there for Tabson. Oh, it doesn't actually. Not enough time to get through. Thought it would have been a little extra cash, but fnatic, they will get their buy coming in. It's going to be the Augs being purchased across the board, and JW has actually decided to go on the UMP. Knowing that Big might go for a bit of a bonus on a couple of their players and try and save over those SMGs. You can maybe get a little bit of damage done with that, but a T-side timeout coming through from Big.
Very early timeout taken here by Gob B into the first gun round. I guess there is the question as to whether they just want to upgrade that Mac 10, because Gob has so much money, they don't really need to stick with the Mac if they don't want to, but I'm sure there is some advantage of having the run and gun potential of the SMG. Gob will stick with that. Dennis gets the Galil into his hands, and Big haven't been playing too much in the last month or two, so it's kind of hard to know their map pool, but it looks like Overpass is going to be one of their most important maps. They picked this against Sprout, they picked up the win 16-6 yesterday, and here against fnatic they have picked it again. So let's see if Big can make their names known on Overpass heading into the first gun round.
Crims looking for an early advantage towards the monster tunnel. He will send his AUG, and he has got backup there as well if needed. In the form of Twist, it will be Crims rattling the shots off. Does a little bit of damage onto Gold B. He doesn't exactly have the greatest weapon, but look at this. Brolin's pushed all the way through to the playground. He's got the early kill on Dennis as well. Man advantage there. Twist gets another onto Tizian. And Big, they look to fall apart at the start of this first gun round.
Yeah, nice early aggression from fnatic over towards A. Allows them to stack heavily on the B side of the map. They get an early 2-man lead. And at this point, Big don't have too much to work with. Then again, at least they've got Tabson and Xantares alive, two of the players with the greatest chance to make those individual plays. And Xantares does a good job at dodging that flashbang, bringing one pick back for the Big Clan side. And they've also still got plenty of nades to work with, so the Germans aren't out of this round just yet.
Not at all. There's still a chance here. fnatic only one man up, but Big, they recover well. They could definitely find a step into this. And it's going to be Tabson making his way up with Xantares and Brolan. This might be the opportunity needed. Brolan's head was just slightly around the box. 25 seconds left. He should know the shot's coming towards him. That's going to call the rotation from Twist, and Brolan, he's got the kill on the goal B. And won't be the two-man advantage for the CT side as Tabson comes in. Brolan will fall. And Big still with a chance for 10 seconds. Twist, he might have just done enough that. Xantares left on his own. Tabson, he is going to fall, and that is an easy one there for fnatic in the end. The early start was solid, and they clean it up towards the end. Good stuff from Brolan, holding a bomb site on his own.
And let's look at what the buy looks like from Big, because Dennis has been AWPing for this Big side, but I don't think that's something they always have to put in his hands. He's definitely capable with the rifle as well, and you can see here, without too much money built up, Big just decide to stick with the rifles, focusing more on the nades into round number 5, and that's something that Big are really well known for. They're one of the best teams at especially finding flash assists. Sometimes some of the other teams may get more enemies flashed, but it's really the flash assists that Big are so good at, making sure they take advantage of those flashbangs, and in comes Tabson, forcing the fight towards B and forcing the opening onto this site.
Crims grabs Tizian though, so it's back into the 4v4. Low HP on Tabson. Relatively low on Xantares as well, but Crims is even lower than them. He's on 2 HP. The flashbang will go through on short. That'll prevent this from happening very quickly for Big, but there's another one. Brolan flashes in. It's going to be Xantares completely blinded. Twist gets another before burning from the barrels. And so it's a man advantage, double here on fnatic, and that's it over. Great hold on the B bomb site. fnatic will get themselves 2. And Big Clan, you know, they win those first 3 rather simply, Alex, but after that, it started to look pretty scary. fnatic stepping into this game. There's going to be a technical pause coming in for Big.
Yeah, Big might have made that push slightly too obvious there, as they used those early nades towards B, especially with the early fight going their way. You saw fnatic at the end of the round had all 3 players rotated into the B site. So I think that was the real problem for Big in that round, just making things a little too obvious as they all committed in towards B. And then the timing was slightly awkward because they found that opening frag and then took quite a lot of time to actually commit to the bomb site. So it gave fnatic a lot of time to set up their hold, to rotate down towards B, and fnatic will win their second gun round on the board. And unfortunately for Big Clan, it's unlikely they will get too much to work with here in round 6.
So just to let you guys know what's happening at home, Tizian has had some sound problems, so he's going to be having to restart his computer. So it should probably only be, you know, a minute, max minute and a half. I'm sure they've all got SSDs in the PCs they're playing on.
Speaking of Tizian, I actually DM'd Tizian before the game, asked him a couple of questions. He had some pretty good insight. So I was asking him mainly about like what has changed since Dennis joined the roster. He said there's not actually been a massive amount that's really changed. It's just Dennis will be the AWPer, and he said that his role has become slightly more aggressive now. So generally they like to have Tabson going in as one of their entry players, and then Tizian said that he's kind of that second man in some of the time now, so that's a bit of a switch up for him particularly, and it's kind of helping his fragging from what I've seen in the few games Tizian has played. So that could be quite an important aspect. If Big Clan are going to find success, we've always known that they've somewhat struggled with all the individuals showing up at the same time. So if Tizian could become that sort of solid player who can at least do a decent job and can be reliable, I think he could become a really important piece of this puzzle. And I definitely think he's capable of putting up some better numbers if he gets put in those good positions.
Certainly, actually, quite a bit of insight there. Because Big Clan, you know, you look at the team, and the initial thing was they bring in Xantares. Smooth hits the exit And you're thinking, okay, this is pretty good. Xanteres is obviously a really solid player, but there's always the communication issues. Perhaps Xanteres won't be able to communicate with the team as well. And then you see Smooga go, and it's quite strange because now we've got Dennis in the roster. They've still stuck with mostly Germans, so that's trying to get rid of as many communication problems as well. So they're kind of just looking at Xanteres as the real only like cultural problem, I would say. And obviously, I heard God B obviously speaks a little bit of Turkey, so perhaps it's a little bit easier to bring in with while you have 4 players that are from Germany. So big clan perhaps sticking with the Germans, and it's good to see. I mean, it's always good to go back to your sort of national roots. We've seen that. I think Ents have really made that fashionable again. We started to see a lot of teams go to international, but around this year and sort of at the end of last year, we started to see the teams go back to their like national roots, and it's good to see Big Clan having a majority German team. We'll see if they can get anything done here against fnatic, though. The full 5 Swedes are in control.
Yeah, they've been in control of these first couple of gun rounds, even if they are 1 round behind. Good flashbang from God B forces fnatic to fall back, but both of those nades being used early. They've still got 1 smoke, 1 flashbang left to work with to try to close the distance. But these bathrooms are quite difficult to get up close. You can already see that fnatic have been able to play safe without too many problems. And again, the main aim in this round for Big will just to try to find a couple of kills, maybe get that bomb planted. They won't be expecting the round win, but who knows? Crazy things can happen in Counter-Strike, Dinko.
They can indeed, but this is definitely looking likely there'll be a fnatic round, as they have got 3 players over towards the B bomb site, 2 over towards A. Well, Big Clan start to try and stack most of their forces inside the middle. It'll be relatively difficult for them to get too much done in just P250s and Glocks. Although the goal here, Alex, is not obviously to win it, it's to get the bomb plant. JW will throw the smoke close, gets the information, multiple players are coming towards him, so it's Crims to step up. There's the first, the second coming in for Crims. JW has fallen, but Brolin and Crims hold on. Tamsin, the last man standing, and Crims goes for the play on the USP. I like the effort, but it's not coming through as Tamsin will win that duel. And Brolin, he's left here. Tamsin's actually managed to get 2 kills out of this. This is actually quite a lot of damage from Big. 3 kills come through. Luckily, it will be only the 3 kills, as Brolin will take away Tamsin. But yeah, that's quite a bit of damage there. That'll cause a couple of rebuys here on fnatic and keep their economy modest.
There's the AWP in the hands of JW. I was wondering how long it would be until the AWPs are bought up, and Crims takes the second AWP for the team. You would generally assume it would be Twist, but without the Kevlar, Crims will stick with that one. Crims currently going over towards A long, while JW will position his sniper in on the B bomb site. And in general, this Big team generally like to play pretty slow, pretty structured rounds. That's part of the reason why you would think Overpass would be a map suited to them, because you kind of have to play a slow and structured style in most of those gun rounds. And you can see Big are slowly but surely moving up across the map, looking for that early map control.
Then this will flash in towards water. Xanteres just sits outside of the monster tunnel. 3 players currently on the B bomb side. Tizian able to pick up Exist. And so it will be the man advantage for Big. Utility will be thrown on in towards the B bomb site. Big have the advantage to play with, but they still have to make sure every piece of the puzzle is in the correct position, because fnatic can definitely get multi-kills. That's the problem here. You have to make sure everything is ready. Molt also go over the top. Flashbangs coming through, but Big have to run back and collect the bomb. Dennis needs to be careful that there's no one there, but luckily there isn't, and they can start to push on through. JW, he's going to hold the monster. He's up towards the pillar with the AWP scoped in. Still Big, not yet going through, even though they've had the advantage for quite some time. They want to make sure they are ready, because they don't want any mistakes. And here it comes. Flash over the top. Still not coming through just yet, Alex. They're toying with me at this point, and Twist is bored. He wants to go in for a fight, and he will take it away on Tizian. Back into the 4v4 as JW will get a kill, and this is perfect. fnatic just need to fall away. A kill from JW comes through again as Dennis will hit the floor. It's Tamsin and God B. 2v3. Time so low. JW can deny the bomb plant, and he's done it. Tamsin gets 2 kills, but it's still not enough. Crims runs away, and JW with the bomb denial. It will be 3-3.
Wow, there were quite a cool few little things that fnatic did in that round. So firstly, with 30 seconds left on the clock, Brolan rotates down to B just to throw that smoke on B short. So that instantly gives fnatic a good hold towards that B site with such little time left. And then Twist even goes through that smoke because it landed kind of awkwardly to just get that little bit of information to allow that rotate to come down towards B. And then obviously JW just stepping up on the hold. Once Twist had got that early info for him, he could position himself accordingly. A really good 3K comes through from JW with that AWP, and he will keep the AWP into his hands for round number 8. As for Big, it's not Dennis with the AWP in this round. tabseN will take it, perhaps to try and get a bit more aggressive. He's also got the Kevlar to work with, so with just the one sniper in play, Big are really relying on tabseN to open up this round.
Yeah, tabseN's going to have a lot of impact on this AWP. Just over a minute left. Rotation from fnatic. They'll bring one player over. That's Crims. He'll go back up towards the A bomb site. They're pretty comfortable in leaving 2 players on B. Big starting to make their way through. Brolan will probably be the first face they have to fight against, and it's going to be the kill for Brolan. Xanteres will hit the floor. Dennis will throw the smoke. Actually, Brolan will throw the smoke in front of Dennis's face, and so Dennis will have to make his way back. Cannot walk through that, and Brolan will maintain control towards long. 33 seconds. JW has the AWP scoped in as Dennis comes towards him. It's the pickup, and this is looking good for fnatic.
JW spots another. Again, right place, right time from him. AWP gets dropped. Not a single point of damage done by Big Clan in that round. Very nice stuff there from fnatic. And again, if you have just joined us, this is Big's map pick. And currently, fnatic are on a 5-round win streak ever since we've got into these gun rounds. And this time, that second AWP will go into the hands of Twist, as you would expect to be the case in most of these rounds. The somewhat surprising thing, though, is it's not like fnatic have got a ton of money built up after all those round wins. Brolan's actually going for the UMP in this round, even though he could afford the rifle, and that early aggression could work out for him. He's already in towards Playground.
Crims will bring himself back, you know, fnatic taking that early control. Big will start to make their way through the underpass through the connector, and it will be JW. The first face is Tizian.
Oh my god.
It will be
Just
damage
run past
connected.
Brolan. Brolan's behind them.
Brolan's played this perfectly. He can start to come on in from behind. He's only got the UMP though, Alex. He's got to get close. Xanteres is going to be there. The shot's rattled off on the UMP. They have no idea. And that'll be the kill on the Xanteres, a player that could have had so much impact for Big. And so JW hides in the corner. They don't need to go for this. Big, they're the team that have to make the play here. Brolan's got the AK now. This is much better for him. Crims, he's going to pick off goal B. Brolan turns around at the right time, and Dennis is finished off. tabseN and tabseN, they're locked inside of mid. It's Crims with the kill. tabseN on his own into the 1v5. And this is looking so good for fnatic. Brolan, really the man that makes that happen there for fnatic.
That's exactly how you want to play against Big as well. Big are a team where if you let them set up, they're going to have some great executes. You can know that. But when Brolan just strikes from behind, it's going to cause all sorts of panic for Big. It's going to make that plan almost go out of the window. They have to respond to what Brolan was going for against them. And tabseN for 13 seconds is not going to get anything done. Right now, it just looks like fnatic are always one step ahead of Big, and that is a really scary sign for Big Clan up until this point. We'll see how much they can buy into this round. The money looks a little questionable. I assume it will have to be a half buy for Big into this round. And fnatic firing on all cylinders right now, forcing another tactical timeout from Big.
Yeah, it feels like Big haven't really got anything going for them. The engine isn't there. You know, they pick up the first 3, right? And then everything just starts to fall apart. fnatic are just looking pretty in control, I have to say, here on Overpass. And they've always been a good Overpass team. You know, they're always a team that have looked strong here. So Big are going to have a very tough task of getting into this one. Perhaps after this pause, they'll come up with something. We've seen some incredible skill from the mind of God B, we'll say, yesterday with the smoke on Mirage. I don't know if you actually seen that one on Mirage that goes off towards ramp over the top and lands in towards the T area. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, He uses his own molly to like block the
Yeah.
smoke, right? So it lands in the right spot. Yeah, that's really cool. I think, by the way, that's why like every team is probably banning Vertigo against Big, because you don't know what Big have like created. They could have come up with some sick strats for
Yeah.
that map.
Yeah, there's so much Big it brings to the table. It'll be Twist this time with the AWP. Perhaps spawn-based as he's gone for the pick onto God B. Through Monster, the man advantage is there for Fnatic. Big, they've not got a whole lot into this one. And what they did have is starting to dwindle. Fnatic control the map yet again. Kind of annexing Big in towards the B-bomb site. Dennis will pick up the trade. Another from Dennis. And he's actually got a chance here. He's opened up the B-bomb site as Dennis is looking for more. It's a triple kill off the back of the AK. JW and Brolin have to come back in for Fnatic. And perhaps this is what Big need. Just Dennis opening things up completely.
Ooh, finally, Dennis will fall, but the damage is done. 2 AKs recovered into the hands of Tabson and Xantares. That bomb will be planted safely, and Fnatic are searching for a way back into this round. Xantares up close, but it's Tabson who goes for the fight. First rifle is gone, and Fnatic could still go for this read.
Well, Brolin's just picked up Xantares, so it's definitely possible at this point. Tizian with a deagle. 1 versus 2. Brolin moves up, and there it is. Fnatic will make it happen. It was all off the back of the retake there for Brolin. 3 kills on his own there. Good start from Dennis, though. You know, a run you really didn't expect Big Clan to have too much say in, and Dennis walks away with 3 kills. They get a bomb plant. Could have ended up winning the round, but Fnatic, they come back in. They win the round. It's going to be 7-3. But this is the one Big Clan. They have to have some preparation for us, Alex. They've called a pause. They have to have something.
I'm sure Dennis will be a little disappointed they lost that round, because he was just running into B, just claiming opening kills all over the place, and then his teammates not quite able to close it out. Tabson was getting a little antsy on the site there. I think he wanted to take the fight, didn't really feel like he was in the best position, and then no one from Big was ready to trade, so Fnatic were able to get it going. Run boost for Exist, safely over to the left side of Monster, and I doubt Big would have spotted that, so cool start to the round here from Fnatic, and it might work. Exist nearly gets the opening, but doesn't quite have the reactions to get the kill.
He does get the information, though. At least something is gathered from that. God B will pick up the bomb. Big. All their forces stacked towards the B bomb side at this moment in time. We have a couple on Fnatic sitting back here towards B. They've been quite good on the rotations. The retakes have been solid as well. So Tabson going to get boosted over the top. Spotted. Oh, he spotted Twist. He'll take him away. And that'll be the man advantage for Big, but just barely surviving here. Tabson on 3 HP. 50 seconds left. Do Big want to commit in towards the B bomb site?
Big have been trying to go B round after round. This time they have the man advantage, and that will be extended upon. Nice shot from Dennis. Follow-up not quite found. Crims is there for the trade, but Big look ready to commit to the B side.
Tizian coming up towards short. Crims is going to be dispatched with, but JW's there on the AWP. Xantares there with another kill, though. It's all on Brolan. 1v3. He will be dropped as Xantares will get the double. Big will find 4. And finally, they find a bit of success here after the initial 3 were picked up. Fnatic have just been dominant, but Big, they get one under their belt. They played them close a couple of times, and so Fnatic's economy is not as built up as you probably would have expected. Yes, they'll get another buy-in here, but it's at the point of breakage. If Big manage to take this one, then Fnatic will be in a pretty weak scenario when it comes to the money.
Looking a little better now for Big, and I think that really just comes off the back of finding those 2 clean opening kills. It makes the B take so much easier when you've got that early advantage. And taking a look at the minimap, this is something you see quite often from Big Clan. Xantares is off by himself, just trying to make a solo play, but at the same time, Brolan is pushing up through connector. He will hear those steps, but he doesn't want to risk going up the ladder. So a little bit of information from Brolan and some map control, but it's JW who looks set to take the first fight. OpTic goes his way, and he will drop the smoke for cover. Spam through the smoke, unsuccessful, so JW gets away safely.
Yeah, Flashbang will go through the smoke as well. Dennis, Molotov goes in towards the toilets.
Brolan's behind again.
How has he done this? How has he done this yet again? You look on the minimap and you just see Brolan in a completely ridiculous angle, but it is going to be JW. Take it away, goal B. Exists finished off, but again, Brolan is
no.
flanking. Tizian, he's got to get down towards connector. Brolan has got him. And Tizian has been finished off. It's Dennis and Xanteros having to pull off a 2v4 clutch. 38 seconds left on this clock, and Brolan, he wants another. Dennis might fall victim to this AUG, and there it is. Brolan with another one. Last man standing is Xanteros on 13 HP. He will recover the bomb and start to bring it back up towards connector. Brolan, he was looking away. And they spot each other. No, Brolan will take it. A triple kill from Brolan, and he is having an excellent game here on Overpass.
Yeah, and again, I just want to stress that I think this is just such a great way to play specifically against these structured teams like Big. It just causes so many issues for them when they're always getting caught from behind. If you can get into those positions, if you've got the game sense to be able to find the right angles, you should absolutely go for that sort of play. And then we also see the aim of Brolan coming in at the end there. Not missing any chances. He's currently up there with 15 frags for fnatic. And then Crims is also having a solid game with 12 kills to his name. Those are really the two players for fnatic that you would want to see towards the top of the scoreboard. And it's cool to see Brolan has found his footing in on this fnatic side. But guess where B are going, Dinko? In most of these rounds, they seem to be setting up for these B plays. They're going for the same again, but JW is in connector, ready for a quick rotate. In fact, look at the A hold from fnatic. They're just in connector. They don't care about the A site.
Yeah, they're playing so proactively on the CT side. They're getting so much information. They realize Big are going to commit in towards the B bomb site. This is going to be incredibly difficult for Big. And Brolan's got the timing perfect. He's got B, closes the door, swings it open again. And meanwhile, Exist to take it away. Tabson and Big are held here. Well played from fnatic yet again. And Brolan, he is just rinsing them. It's all in Xanteros. A very skilled player, but this might just be beyond his skill set. And Many's as well, as Twist will take him away. 9-4, fnatic off to an excellent start here on Overpass. Big, they find the first three. They find one gunner on. You think, oh, maybe Big have turned this one around, but again, straight away, fnatic answer back. And like you said, it's just been aggression on the CT side, confident plays from Brolan. We've seen a great load of proactiveness from fnatic, and that's what I love to see on Overpass. That's why I love this map. You can get super proactive on the CT side, and it's always entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and at what point do you... I mean, it's hard to say exactly who's making these calls, but I wonder how much credit you give to Exist for this game plan, or whether it's just Brolan making the plays himself. But in that round in particular, it really looked like fnatic's whole setup was just, okay, let's stop Big from being able to even attempt this B-sided play. It really looked like that's something that maybe the in-game leader could have called. I mean, whoever's making the calls, it doesn't matter because it's working really well. fnatic up 9-4. In these gun rounds, they have been almost unstoppable. Big Clan had an early 3-0 lead, and ever since the pistol, fnatic have dominated. And in this round, Big only have the one AK to work with. Shouldn't really be too many options available to them in this round, but at least they've got all those nades if they want to set up and execute.
The scary part about this start as well is this is the map pick of Big. They've decided to go with Overpass as a map pick. And fnatic have got off to an excellent start. You can see Big perhaps have something prepared, but like you said, fnatic are just countering it very well. It's almost a thing, like, I don't know if it is going to be Exist game plan. I think it might just be like Brolan playing his own playstyle. I think obviously if he can do it, if they're not punishing him for it, he's just going to keep doing it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is just him having a good sort of game sense for exactly what to do. Especially because in sort of the tier 2 and tier 3 positions, that's something you'll see pretty often. By the way, JW's pushed all the way up through A in this round. So again, they've just got so much map control, so much information, even against the low buys. Flashbang for Monster allows Twist to spot out some of the players early. But as the time ticks down, and as JW spots no one over towards A, again, fnatic know exactly what's about to come against them over on the B site. Ooh, the bomb's going back. Oh no.
Oh no, look at JW.
Oh.
JW's about to walk in behind them all.
No,
Crims
not
has got
again.
the kill, and he's going to line them up. It's got B hitting the deck, and that's the bomb gone. Twist gets one as well, and JW, he has just ended their hopes and dreams. Big, how many times can they fall to this? Tizian will get the kill on the JW, but he's on his own. It has to be the 1v5. Damage received as well as Twist just spamming through, and Crims, he'll finish it off. It's 10-4, double figures for Fnatic. And it's just that straight up push through A again, coming in behind, and Big cannot deal with it.
If I was Big and this was matchmaking, I would have just said, you know what, screw this. I've had enough of getting flanked. I'm just rushing B. Because it's just crazy that every round they die from behind. Maybe it is partly because they've been going for all these slow plays. It allows Fnatic to get into position. But, oh, I don't know, man. It's just been Fnatic all over Big right now. And, well, that's not the Molotov Xantares was looking for. They will try to take early B short controls. Tabson moving forwards, damage done towards him. This is really awkward. Those nades dishing out the damage there. Twist takes Tabson down to half health right at the start of the round, but here's the quick B play I was talking about.
Yeah, very fast in towards the B bomb site. Nade will go in towards the barrels. They'll take a little bit off Exist, but Dennis, he slipped through the smoke. He can make this happen. There's a headshot. Can he get a second on the JW? He's completely preoccupied on Monster. He wants a kill, but JW will get picked off by Dennis eventually. The Deagle makes it happen. Crim's trying to walk back into the site, but the kill's coming in from Big. Much better here. And it's actually Dennis yet again that really gives the chance for Big. You know, he's walked into the bomb site a few times. One of the times gets a triple, this time twice on the kills, but it's Brolan making his way back in. Kill on the goal B. Still a 4v1. Unlikely that Brolan should be expected to get too much, but he'll just sit away towards CT. Heading his attentions back in towards the bomb site. Flashbang will go over the top. He's still attempting this. He wants to cause as much damage as possible because he knows Big's economy, it was not that great. So he's going to go for it last round. 10-5 at it, and that will be double figures reach for Fnatic.
Had to go for it at the end there.
Yeah.
However unlikely the 1v5 was, and it is going to be at least 5 rounds on the board for Big. Not great for them, but I guess they could maybe work with it. If they win this second half pistol round, there's a chance they could stay alive in this game. And before we can even get into the pistol round, we are going to have a pause. This looks like a technical problem for Big. Dennis is saying they still have some sound issues, so hopefully that will be sorted sooner rather than later. But what is there even to talk about at this point, Dinko? I think the overall skill on Fnatic is something that's definitely shining through, but at the same time, Big, in that last round, you saw that they've got skilled players as well. They just kind of went for the contact play towards B. They got the entries with those AKs. That's maybe something that Big could rely on a little bit more, because they definitely have a couple of players that can make those plays, as we saw in that last round.
Just to let everybody know at home as well, there is another sound issue that hopefully will be resolved very shortly. And hopefully we can get back right into things. Again, Fnatic 10-5, Big managed to salvage something at the end of the half that gives them a slight chance going into this one. Again, if they win the pistol, Alex, it's realistic that they definitely can pull this one through. Although Fnatic, what I'm looking forward to seeing in this second half is the entry ability of Brolan. We've seen at recent tournaments when Fnatic are playing on Overpass, something I love to see is just the entries towards the B bomb site. Brolan is just incredibly quick on getting those, and he's having a good game, so hopefully we get to see some more of that.
Yeah, and in terms of the aggressive players on Fnatic, when you look at the stats, Brolan is definitely one of the players who tries the entries most of the time, but then JW is obviously someone who can do that himself as well. So there's all sorts of players on Fnatic that can cause problems. 4-man B stack for Big. Dennis gets some early info towards mid. Dennis trying to fall back to safety. He needs to be careful here. This extended fight could be dangerous. He was alone on A, but here comes the B aggression. Big completely clearing out this side of the map. Twist about to be caught, is in trouble. Tizian takes him down, and Big have got a hell of a lot of map control to work with.
They've rotated 3 players back up towards the A bomb site. Tabson, he'll hold the USP here. He'll look down towards middle where Exist will be standing. And multiple players start to clear their way through toilets. Staying here on the spot is Tabson. Crims will take away Dennis. They have to step up here. They need a couple of kills. Big coming into the bomb site. Goal B will do exactly that. And he's looking for a little bit more, but JW has come in, swept him away, and now Tabson is on the spot. He has got the help of Xantares, who's arrived in the rotation, who gets 2 on the P2000, but it's all on to Exist. The 1v2 clutch has to happen. He picks up Tabson. That's into the 1v1 as Exist heads his way back towards the B bomb site. Tizian will be hot on his heels trying to get back in. But Exist will bring the bomb on over. We'll start to punch in the digits and Tizian's going to have to try and pull this off.
Tizian has been 11 for 5 in the last 3 months in these 1v1s. Let's see if he can carry that over. Exist trying to take the fight long range. He doesn't have to do this. There's also no kit in play on the CT side. So Tizian has got to close the distance, but the smoke could be everything. Smoke goes to the bomb. Exist is going to struggle to land this. Fake defuse comes through. Exist is going to go down. Tizian wins the all-important pistol round, continuing that 1v1 success I was talking about. And Big will hold on a little bit longer. Maybe they can come back into this one, Dinko.
Well, we did say they needed the pistol win. They got it under their belt thanks to Tizian. And so if they are to come back right into this, they'll need it here or not. It's not like they were out of it as well, Alex. I mean, they definitely are still in the game. Getting that last one at the end of the half, it gives them enough hope. And will be the buy coming through for fnatic. Should I say Big? And there will be a couple of nades coming through for fnatic in terms of cheese on 4 players. Smoke on Exist. And it will be Big. I'm going to try and take this one rather smoothly, but if they run towards mid, the nade stack could pay off. Tabson's been dropped to 7 HP. Now the pressure comes in. It is going to be GamerLegion with 2 kills. Brolin getting dropped. JW and Dennis lining them up inside the middle. Exist the last man standing in a 1v5.
The nade stack comes so close. Look at how low some of these big players are. They took quite a lot of damage early from the combination of the nades and the pistols, but at the end of it all, it's only Exist left. There might not be a single kill to show for it. Antares is going to close out the round. All 5 alive for Big, but fnatic were taking such a heavy save to make sure they could get the full rifles into round 18. And we'll get to see what Big decide to do here with some of these SMGs. They're going to stick with those 3 MP9s that they saved over. Generally, you are going to want to be close range to exploit the high fire rate and maybe the run and gun of those MP9s. So I wouldn't be surprised if Big take a bit of a risk in this round, maybe some early aggression to try to get the lead. And there is that aggression straight in towards mid.
Yeah, straight away, Big have thrown it into play. JW is coming through the connector with Tabson's going to be here. JW will take him away. Unlucky for Tabson having the nade in his hand. Roland will take away Dennis. And GamerLegion will look for a trade. They need the trade as well. And that comes through from Xantares and GamerLegion. Back into the 3v3. So Crims knows that he has to do something.
Ooh,
And taking connected control back off GamerLegion is the play. But Tizian, he spotted the bomb. He has control of it. And Brolin will start to make his way up. It's actually on the other end. The minimap actually confused us a little bit. We switched to his POV. We thought he had it, but he hasn't actually seen it. So luckily there, Brolin will pick it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, round the corner, Tizian doesn't get to see the bomb, so he can't really control it. Big left in a 2v3, and it's always awkward to know what to do as the CTs in this sort of position. You don't want to spread out. You don't want to give away those 1v3 holds on the site, but both players committing to B is a bit of a risk. It might pay off though, because fnatic are slowly starting to sneak their way towards the B side of the map. 30 seconds left. Nades are in play, but fnatic will probably want to go contact here. They won't want to give this one away, so that gives Big the opportunity to get a quick kill on the hold, depending on how the angles work out. But now the smoke comes in. Molotov to follow. Tizian trying to move forward. There's the opening. Spray is successful. They can't deny the bomb plant, but Tizian is in a great position.
Brolin playing on the edge of the smoke though could eliminate him, and there it is. Crimson Brolin, they get it done. It'll be 11 for fnatic. 11-7 on the scoreboard. Big come into this one. We take a look at their economy. And, you know, they probably get a bit of a buy going on here. AWP for Dennis. GamerLegion picks up the AUG. They are going to be lacking in some departments, mainly the Kevlar on Dennis, the utility, and the kits. So Big will try and make this happen, but fnatic, on paper, they are favored into this one.
Glass cannon for Dennis. At least gets the one smoke in his back pocket. Round 19 will come underway. Early nade from Tabson does 2 points of damage. Nothing too significant. Those M4s will still not be a one-shot headshot against Crims at that sort of health. Slow start to this round for Fnatic. I think they know that Big's money might be a little bit questionable, but they should also be aware that Big likely have the full rifles. And here comes Dennis trying to force the fight, but JW is posted on the angle. The AWP removed right at the start of the round, and now that Fnatic have the man advantage, I'm sure they'll feel even more comfortable just taking their time and making sure they stick together to try to trade onto one of these sites.
Well, there's under a minute left. The bomb is going to be coming back to the rest of the players who currently are occupying A long. There's only one player there for Big that can hope to do anything. God B off towards the corner in long. We'll smoke it off. 45 seconds for Fnatic, who've now transitioned through the toilets in towards middle. At this point, I think Big Clan, with the lack of info they're getting on B, sort of have to realize there could be an A hit coming right up. 30 seconds. JW, the smoke fizz, and he finds God B. No kill for God B at all. Exist gets Tabson. Santeros and Tizian probably have to consider the save at this point. Over towards the other side of the map. The bomb will get planted for some extra cash, and Fnatic should win this one cleanly.
Yeah, well played round by Fnatic. After finding the initial entry, they take their time. They group up towards one of those bomb sites, and Big Clan had nothing to stop them in this round. Dennis there on the AWP, just getting caught off guard early. He was trying to peek that angle, but JW was way ahead of him. The spray successfully goes his way. JW even recovers that AWP to put to use himself in on the A entries. And the response from Big wasn't too bad after they went one man down. They started to push over towards B to try and get some information, to try to be able to predict what Fnatic were going to do. But when you lose those fights so quickly on A, that's the round over right there and then. And at this point, Big really starting to fall behind on their own map pick here on Overpass. It's already a 5-round deficit. It's probably going to be a 6-round deficit because Fnatic have got them down to a low buy into round 20. It's literally just the save FAMAS for Xantares. No one else invests anything.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot, is it, for Big to work with here? Although Xantares is a nutty player. We haven't really seen too much from him. You generally see a highlight play when you're casting Xantares, but we haven't seen any come through yet. Fnatic have just done an excellent job. And look at this, Crim's just predicting the boost. He looks away, comes back around, and Dennis will meet a sticky fate. As it just shows the awareness of Crims to realize that that was even a possibility. He looks away at the wrong time, but turns around and finds him. So Fnatic up one man here into round number 20. And we've already highlighted how this round should be a rather simple one for Fnatic. They've got off to a good start. It's all about crossing the T's and dotting the I's at this point.
Just over a minute left on the clock. Again, heading into Overpass, it was kind of a strange one when you look at the stats, because Big's win rate is really not good on this map. But you have to remember that they've slightly shifted their roster recently, and Brolan has really impressive spray transfer there. Nice headshot from JW as well. Again, not too much for Big to work with, so this round is going basically as you would expect. Okay, JW, what are you doing that for? Just stands in his teammate's molly, takes a kill away from Brolan, but Brolan decides, you know what, I want that kill back. Gets a 3k, gets the round win.
Yeah, it is 13-7 here. Fnatic, some crazy antics going on between teammates, but it will be only 3 rounds away here from taking the map pick of Big. And we've kind of pointed out this is not a really good, it's not a good sign at all for Big going into the series. If you have a map pick coming through and you haven't really got a whole lot done. I mean, after the first 2 rounds won, they've only won 4, Alex. It hasn't really been a close contest. Fnatic have looked on a high level individually, and also just, countering the playstyle, like you said, of Big over and over again. Won't be Tamsin looking over the top of the smoke, looking for an early pick. Shot landed. Tamsin dropped the 38, and he has to fall away.
There it is. Brolan in with his 24th frag. Technically, I guess his 25th frag, because you lose one for the team kill. But they all count. Well, the team kills don't count. They count as -1.
Yeah.
Anyway, JW gets the entry. Again, this round is just over. Like, they've got the ace site. Big had to go for a half buy. This is just Fnatic really showing up, really impressing here. And Big have just never really been in this game. It's just felt like Fnatic have been all over them. It's just been absolute domination. And at least Big are going to get one more gun round. That's what they were saving so heavily for. But it is a long, long road ahead of them if they want to win here on their own map pick.
Yeah, it's a very long road, Alex. There's a lot of turns. It's also got potholes, road diversions.
Is this a UK road? Because
It's definitely starting to sound. It's definitely starting to sound like one of those. It's definitely not a smooth autobahn, that's for sure. One of those little country roads you take.
You know what the other scary thing is, Dinko?
Country
The
roads.
second map is Nuke, right? Big have literally never played Nuke in an official game in the last 3 months. So either they've got like some crazy strats up their sleeve, or maybe Fnatic are just going to beat them easily. I don't know.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Nuke. I always like to see a little bit of Nuke. It's obviously a good map for the Nordic region. We see Danish teams on it pick it quite a bit. We've seen Fnatic play well on it. I think obviously this was always going to be a bit of a tough challenge for Big, coming up against Fnatic, who have been a team for quite some time. Big obviously just bringing in Dennis, and yeah, there's definitely going to be weaknesses there. Either you have, head it off and you have that immediate honeymoon period, which they still might have against some of the weaker teams, but up against Fnatic, it's not going to be that easy. And a good sign is Dennis is froggy. He's got the opening kill. Golby will follow up, and it's a 2-man advantage for Big.
There we go. Early fights going the way of Big Clan. This time, Dennis's AWP gets involved early. GoB goes straight through the smoke. I don't see how that happened, but Crims finds the refrag. Maybe a slight mistake made by GoB there. I only just switched over to his perspective, so I don't know how exactly that happened, but it's a way back into the round for Fnatic. 3 versus 4 for the Swedes to try to overcome. Not too much information for Big to work with right now. Fnatic are staying quiet across the map, and Dennis will be the first line of defense on the A site. tabseN is in an even more aggressive position, but Dennis can work off the back of his teammate depending on how the timing plays out. Flash over the top. Dennis blinded by that one, forced into cover, and the aggression is about to come in towards A. tabseN ready for the first fight, and now it's up to Crims and Exist to move in from only bathrooms.
This has got to be an incredible comeback from Crims and Exist. 25 seconds to make the 2v4 happen. Big, they'll sit on the site. Dennis with the AWP, picks off Crims. Oh, it's just Exist. Into the 1v4. 15 seconds, pretty safe to say. Big will have this one in the bag. And there it is from tabseN to confirm. It will be it on the board for Big. If they want to make this comeback happen, Alex, it's got to be here and now. So round after round needs to be found. Cannot be Fnatic picking this one up immediately, stopping the momentum. Of course, that'll be map points for Fnatic, and Big will fall flat.
The other issue is Fnatic have still got loads of money. So yeah, it's at least a couple more full buys, which is a problem. By the way, I don't actually know who you would call the primary AWP on Fnatic. I think it's Twist, but
Yeah.
JW still picks it up quite a lot. But I think that's the good way to do it, because JW just, when he's feeling it, you want him on the AWP.
Yeah, I'd probably say, Twist would be a bit more of the stable AWPer, the player that you can rely on to pick up the AWP every time. Or you throw it onto JW just as a wild card. He can maybe do some damage with it, but look at that from Exist. Tizian is going to be dropped to half HP through the smoke. That's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, JW kind of just has these runs where he just does JW things. He's quite famous for that, right? So I agree with you in the fact that it's nice to have JW as the secondary AWPer there that can pull it out and do some magic with it. Tizian's not having a great time, is he?
No. I don't think he's seen anyone yet either. Down to 18 health without spotting an opponent. Never fun. We had a slight switch up in terms of the setup from Big, I believe, because tabseN was playing on A long last round. This time it's GoB and Dennis on the A site, and oh wow, Xantares not aware of Crims' position. Opening kill goes the way of Fnatic without too many difficulties. The time is somewhat low, but Fnatic will look to move in towards A. Dennis blinded. He did good work on the A-hold previously with the AWP, but Dennis may be called upon again here as the time ticks away.
22 seconds. Big was still with the deficit. Got B on the bomb site with the AUG. Going to look over the top. Does it do anything to fnatic? Tabs no pick up the kill on the Crims. Dennis picks one up on the AWP, and God B gets the damage done. They hold on, but Brolan, he walks in with 2, has to get the bomb plant. There's not enough time for it, I don't think. He'll go for it anyway. He'll try. It might just be, but it doesn't matter. Tabson comes around the corner, and the kill comes through. It will be 9 on the board for Big Clan. And fnatic, this is starting to look a little scary now. Their money is starting to be chipped away at. They'll still have to buy here again, Alex, but it's starting to get a little bit weaker. Big Clan, 1 more away, and they'll get double figures. Kind of hits that mental switch, right? You realize, okay, we're relatively close to pulling this back.
Yeah, and I was wondering how Dennis would perform with that AWP, but right now, he's doing a really solid job in on this A hold. God B also doing work to assist him, those two combining really well in that round. And this time, God B is just peeking straight up in towards mid. Good little bit of early information, but he doesn't want to stick around. fnatic have generally gone quite slow, but this round is going to be a switch up straight into the B bomb site, and there is Tizian in with the opening.
Yeah, playing from barrels. This time he's bombarded with flashbangs though, but he's still stayed alive. Finally, it will be finished off. The nades come through, and it's Exists HE that will pick up Tizian back into the equilibrium. Gold B will sit in the back lines towards the B bomb site. All trying to get planted. It'll be JW with the headshot. Zentero's finished off. Man advantage there for the T side as fnatic will hold on. Big Clan having to come in with a very difficult retake. Only 1 smoke alive, and Gold B being picked off. It leaves Tabson and Dennis. At this point, you might just consider that save call. And Crims, oh, the spray! I thought that was definitely going to come through there for Crims. But luckily for Big, they will survive. But Dennis is just desperately trying to carry this AWP into the next one. Good job from fnatic. Well recovered. It's going to be 15-9, Alex. Map point here on overpass. And Big, this is starting to feel a little bit down and out.
Yeah, it was a fairly nice start to the round from Tizian, at least finding that opening kill and just getting a bit of information that B might be the play from fnatic. But then those nades just all land towards him, and the rest of Big kind of just get cut off by the smokes and flashbangs of fnatic. I'm not sure if they were really ready for such a fast play after fnatic had been going slow in almost every single other round. They'd almost conditioned Big to be expecting the medium or slow pace plays, and the fast push seemed to catch Big off guard. 4-man B stack at the start of this round for Big. Slight switch up for them, but just as I say that, Xantares has rotated over towards A. Oh, it's just to get a FAMAS, which was on the site for him. So mostly rifles for Big, but there are a couple of weaknesses in this buy as Crims takes some early damage from the nade, and Twist replies with the opening kill.
Yeah, well, that's it for fnatic. They've got the man advantage into possibly the last round of overpass. Only 4 players left standing on Big. 2 have a FAMAS, 1 with a UMP. On paper, this is not looking good for Big. Flash is going to go over the top of Crims. We'll walk into water alongside Exist. Xanteros is the closest player on short for this. Still Big. They have rotated 3 players over towards the B bomb site. And what was that?
It was a molly.
It just whizzed past his face.
I hope the stream caught that. Oh god, that was great.
That was just brilliant. Looking at the Molotov, just zoom past his face anyway. It's going to be fnatic rotating back away from B. Currently, Big have got those 3 players on the B bomb site. The second actually rotating away back up towards the A site now, though. fnatic have made it quite obvious they have left over towards B, and they're going to come in towards the A bomb site. This has to be a great hold from Big. Gold B will sit in towards Bank. The FAMAS will pick off the early players. JW, it's back into the 4v4. Crims looking for the trade, and there it is. The headshot through the smoke onto Gold B. Tabson steps up with 2 kills, and fnatic start moving in towards the site. Twist the hold. Default Tabson, if he walks around this corner, he surely is picked up. There's a flank coming in though. He looks it the wrong way. Tizian will do it. Exists planting the bomb in the smoke. How can Tabson not see him?
Oof. Yeah, it looked like Exist was visible on the edge of the smoke.
Yeah,
I guess
definitely.
sometimes that's slightly different in the spectator client, but either way, the round win is picked up by Big Clan. Tabson in with the triple kill. That was quite a scary position for Big as well, because they only had GobB really on the site at the start of the round, and he was playing so passively. I think Fnatic went for that A play because JW had got so close up through bathrooms without being spotted, without spotting any opponents either. So he just calls for his teammates and says, you know what, guys, I'm so close on the A site. I think we can just take this one. And it works well for them. It's just that tabseN was able to rotate over in time because GobB slowed things down well enough. And that will be Big's 10th round on the board. Big using their last time out here as well, in towards round 26.
Well, I mean, it's definitely the best time to call it as well. You know, if you lose this
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
it's over. So they have really no other option. So Big calling the pause in. There's going to be the ult for tabseN. Dennis has it as well. Dennis has actually impressed me on the AWP, to be honest. I was definitely looking at it, and I was kind of wondering how it will go. Dennis has definitely shown that he's proficient on the weapon.
tabseN's going to have a go with it as well, though. Definitely seen him have some flashy plays with the AWP in the past. And this is finally a position where if Big win this round, especially if they deny the bomb plant from Fnatic, that's when we could see the Swedes maybe having to take a save, maybe having to take a weaker investment. So Big, again, hanging on in there. They've got to do more, and tabseN tries to run boost over, unsuccessful, but he's going for the fight, and Exist is caught with a nade in his hands. Bomb spotted, but Fnatic are not slowing down anytime soon. The lineup for Brolan, 2 entries on towards B, and he's not done yet. He wants more.
Yeah, well, Xanterras, he tries to step up, but Brolan's got another. That's 3 kills already for Brolan. And Dennis and GobB, they've got to pull back the hopes. And there's Dennis going for the wall bang. It will not land. But there's the kill from GobB. The grenade lands inside of the site. Back into the 2v2. Twist is taking so much damage. He's been quiet in this game. And he's on 17 HP. GobB looks towards Monster. Crims is there, though, as well. Big just trying to hold off, but Twist has got the kill. Twist has got the other. And it's 16 to 10. Twist will finish it off with 2 beautiful kills on the AWP.
There it is, Twist with some good work at the end there. He'd been somewhat quiet throughout that first map, but he shows up in the clutch to win it through for Fnatic. I think, unfortunately, that slow start for Big meant the second half was always going to be difficult to overcome. And as we were saying, Dinko, heading into Nuke, literally a map we've never seen Big play in the last 3 months. So who the hell knows what to expect?
Well, indeed, I'm looking forward to seeing Nuke in play. I hope you guys are as well. We're going to go to a short break, but once we return, we will have the second map of the series coming up.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Let me keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Of things we know. Spirit of things, we lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Let me keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Of things we know.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the EU minor qualifiers. I was nearly about to say CIS, Alex, because I've spent about 20 hours maybe solo casting the CIS region. So finally, I get a breath of fresh air. I'm into the European games, and it's fnatic taking on Big Clan. We're on the second map. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be the host/commentator throughout the rest of this evening. We've got another best of 3 coming up later, but this one might reach its conclusion on the second map, Alex.
Yeah, does the European games feel like you're coming home, Dinko?
Well, yeah, they're definitely better. I'll be honest. I'll say that the level of Counter-Strike is obviously a lot better against some of the better teams in the world, some of the best teams in the world here with fnatic and Big. So yeah, it's a lot better than CIS region. It's kind of good to see some good Counter-Strike, like good top level Counter-Strike come through. But I'm enjoying it. I think that first map though, Big obviously are probably going to be a little bit frustrated about losing their map picks so easily to fnatic.
Especially the fashion in which that T side went down. It was almost like Big didn't get the chance to showcase any of their tactics that we know they have, just because they were getting shut down before they could even attempt the pushes to the site. So that's really going to be frustrating, but obviously these are professional players. You would think they would be able to deal with it. They should get over it and get ready for map number 2. And again, we have no clue what to expect from Big here. I mean, you'd think that this would be a map that God B could maybe have some good calls on, but it all depends on how much they have been able to practice this one. And we know that fnatic are pretty good on this map. They've had some decent results recently. They have been losing against a couple of teams, but it's teams like Furia who have been up and coming, OpTic who are definitely a good nuke team, and they've got some good wins under their belt. So I think it's fair to say fnatic are favorites right now after winning their opponent's map pick, but let's see if they will be able to win their own choice as we head into Nuke.
Well, Nuke is going to be a fun one. Big on the CT side. If they get off to a good start here, Alex, it can definitely start to build up for them. It's very momentum-based on the CT side of Nuke. You can find yourself quite the solid lead. If you're Big, you definitely want that coming into this second map. So fnatic, Kevlar across the board. Smoke double flash on Brolin. There's a slow approach in towards ramp here from fnatic.
Tizian forced back instantly, drops the smoke at his feet, but fnatic don't want to move down to B. They're wrapping in towards Heaven. This is an interesting strategy here from fnatic, moving straight on towards this site. Xantares here to stop them, here with the frags, only gets 2 kills as the bomb gets planted. Big have the man advantage for the retake.
Big indeed do, but the problem is they need to get in a couple more kills. They need to get them off the bomb site. Twist has picked up Gold B, and there goes the advantage as Crims will pull it back, holding from the back of the bomb site. Dennis gets 1 headshot, but again, it is not enough. He does not have a kit. There is one line about somewhere. He will tap yet again, trying to beat that Heaven player to come out and face him, but Dennis will wrap around the back of the bomb site. It's JW. It looked like he was running on for the knife, but he will be finished off. Dennis taps the bomb again, but the time is so far gone. It will be fnatic taking the pistol. A nice headshot there from Dennis on the exit. But fnatic, they recover well there, and I think that all comes off the back of Crims. Those 2 shots on the back of the bomb site pretty much seal the deal. Oh, the kick was so close as well.
I think the bomb might have moved it slightly. I didn't quite see, but he doesn't even get to save the kit, which is sad.
He just kind of looks at it.
Yeah.
Like, you should have been mine.
Ooh, what will Dennis buy here with the saved Kevlar? $2,900. Maybe he wants to save money for the AWP. Yeah, he'll just go for the UMP. And, okay, he actually rebought the helmet, if I'm not mistaken. Which means he spends $1,000 picking that one up. Took some damage on the Kevlar. So he won't have that much money available in the bank. Dennis currently playing down towards Secret. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where the players are positioned on Nuke, but we'll try to keep track of it. fnatic in with a couple of early smokes, and they will try to use their range advantage with their rifles over towards Yard.
And they'll send the bomb there for fnatic. Big are going to look for it. The opening kill if possible, but Dennis is going to be forced away. He's going to peek up towards the top of the secret stairs, but Crims will pick him off for the SG. Dennis finished off, and it will be a man advantage here for fnatic to play with. Just over a minute left on this clock. fnatic have the edge as they go towards outside. They want to take the long-range fights with the better weapons they've got. They will find the kill onto tabseN. A good flash by will prevent them from getting the kill up towards heaven, and Xanterra's inside of lobby causing problems. Team pushed through all the way and killed JW. And so fnatic, they are in the B bomb side, but GoB slipped through control room. They have no idea he's here.
Xantares will try to draw the attention so that GoB can close the distance. Damage done. There's the frag. Xantares wins the fight at range. Full SMGs recovered for Big, but Crims is holding solid with the SG. Push comes in. He goes down. GoB takes advantage of that position we were talking about. And Xantares rotating over, finds another frag. Big are somehow making this work. Tizian closes out the round, and Big steal away the second round win.
Xanterra's makes it happen with those 3 kills. GoB, well played to get inside of the bomb site. Coming in with the defuse with the rest of the players trying to eliminate the final fnatic player inside of the B bomb site. And it will be Big stealing that one away. It looked as though fnatic had done enough. They played it well. They got the early picks. They take towards outside. They get inside of the B bomb site. Big somehow pull that off, Alex. And that means they can get a buy straight away here. AWP in the hands of Dennis immediately on Nuke.
There are some rifles in play for fnatic, though. JW and Exist have to sacrifice the armor to allow their teammates to get the rifles into their hands. We saw Crims put in some good work with the SG in the last round, but this time it will go into the hands of Brolan, another player who's been willing to pick up the scoped rifle on the T side. Outside control could be dangerous. Dennis here with the AWP lands the shot, but it's through the box. So Crims a little lucky to be alive there on 20 points of health, and the nade will land right at his feet. Good trade from Brolan though, brought back, and Twist gets one of his own. Dennis there to trade it out. Back to a 3-on-3, but Dennis goes so low on health, surviving on just 4 HP.
1 minute on the clock. fnatic about to pull off another round, maybe. And they shouldn't win. Back to back, that would be nuts. One for Big, one for fnatic, but Big want to stop that from happening. Dennis about to push through. 4 HP left on him. Playing contact, can't afford to on scope. Information will come through from his teammate. There's a player there, and that's JW getting finished off. Twist towards heaven is the last man standing. I have an idea of where he could be, but it doesn't matter. He's finished off Dennis. On side of the A bomb site. Bomb on the floor. And this is the edge here for the CT side. Gonna go through. Twist still alive on 17 HP.
Ooh. Xantares holding the angle. Gets the headshot. A little bit of overkill at the end there, but Twist was crouching in towards him, so he probably was aiming at the chest anyway. And Big hold on for their second round win. Good work early there from fnatic to bring it into a winnable position, but then I really like that counter aggression from Big. Tizian had already cleared some of the close angles in lobby, so Dennis was comfortable moving in towards Hut with the AWP. Then he just catches the man over towards door off guard from a completely different angle. That gives Big the man advantage, and then from there they close it out. Quick aggression, Xantares mowing them down. 3 kills on the hold against the Glocks. Easy stuff for him.
Yeah, well played there by Xantares. Looking for a little bit more as well. You get the ace against the eco. Rolling the last man standing, and that is it from Xantares. All the kills come through. Very cleanly finished as well on the P2K. And that will be another round on the board for Big. We've seen them pick up the first 3 on Overpass. After that, it was relatively smooth sailing for fnatic. Big have got themselves 3 here. Only lost the pistol, but answer right back. But the gun rounds is where Big needs to challenge early. They cannot allow fnatic to get that early momentum built up.
Xantares currently with 12 kills on the board. More than the entirety of his team combined at the early stages of Nuke. More than all of fnatic as well. It is very early though. That ace has definitely helped him out, and Brolan spots the aggression of tabseN. Not often you see teams push outside so early. tabseN gets caught off because of it, but Dennis gets a trade elsewhere, so it's brought into an even numbers position. and we won't see any further aggression just yet. Big holding back, but Tizian is about to be tested by 4 Fnatic players if they want to go through this smoke.
Exist just playing on the edge of it. He'll throw his own smoke further in towards ramp room. Tizian playing on the gap. He just wanted to pick off an early kill, perhaps fall back into the ramp after that. He will spot info, unable to pick up a kill, but he will fall back to ramp. As long as he stays alive and delays long enough, his teammates can get in to help him. But Fnatic have slowed the play. They know they've got ramp control. They're waiting for a peek from hell, but it's not going to come through. Instead, Fnatic will start their approach in towards the B bomb site. Smoke will go off for the control room, and Tizian, he's sitting here, but this time he has the help of Dennis, who will tap away onto the first player. It's Brolin hitting the deck. Exist able to step in with a kill on Tizian. And again, it's a 3v3. The smoke covers off the vision of Dennis, but he still lines it up. Exist, the bomb plant's denied. And that's beautiful from Dennis.
Oh, and Dennis finds a quad kill. Such an impressive round from him. The awareness to deny that bomb plant was really impressive. And Twist might get onto the A site here. He's actually got away with the bomb. He's got a wide open A bomb site. 1v3, decides to plant on the safe side of Silo. But with the AWP in hand, this is not an easy clutch, Dinko. Twist is going to have to search for an opening to feel comfortable in this one.
Well, he sits towards Hut. Gonna be searching for that opening kill. Although all of the players coming in from heaven, it's going to be difficult. They all come in from the same angle. There's the kill from Twist. 2 of them are already inside of the bomb site, and that Molotov, that forces him away. That might just be job done. I think Twist realizes that as well. Best just see if the AWP. A nice reclaim of the bomb site there from Big Clan.
That's not bad, though, from Twist. Getting the bomb down actually gives Fnatic enough money where they could force up if they really wanted to. Sure, they'll be missing nades, but just getting the rifles is probably worthwhile here, and Fnatic agree. They decide the force buy is in order for round number 6. JW goes down to the Galil to get a few more nades across the team, and Fnatic are looking for the early outside smokes. We saw some aggression here from Big previously. This time, Tabson and Dennis both trying to contend for the outside control, but Brolan has already found the entry. JW gets the timing right. GodB turns his back at just the wrong time, and Fnatic find 2 easy picks into round 6.
That's a great start for Fnatic. You know, finding those opening kills makes things a lot easier in the remaining few minutes of this round. It will be Tabson taking away Crims. Although, Exist has found the answer yet again. Tabson trying to do his best, but Brolan swings out, takes the trade, and Artisan into a 1v3 clutch. It's going to be a massive play from him. They'll be towards the door. They'll cross on over. Twist, he's looking right on the barrel, but the spray coming in from Tizian. He goes to the pre-fire. A shot from Twist missed initially, but able to pick it up on the second time of asking. It's Fnatic onto 2 rounds. They finally get it done there, and it will be big. I don't know, starting to struggle here, Alex, on that economy side of things, but they're going for the force buy.
MP7 for GodB. Was kind of expecting to see some sort of shotgun. The auto shotty quite often comes into play.
Yeah.
Honestly, wouldn't be bad for Dennis to pick that up if he just wanted to try and get some extra money to be able to afford that AWP later. If you can get the kills with the shotguns, the $900 kill reward is always nice. The SMG also gives some extra cash, though. The MP9 will go into his hands. We saw Big again try to fight for the yard control, but that really didn't work well for them there. Fnatic were able to counter with the kills, and especially with this weak weaponry, I think we need to see Big just not really fight for that outside control. It's been unsuccessful early. I'd rather see them just maybe hold back in a more standard setup. Just try and get some information towards outside, and then make sure you have players ready to stop the secret push. Let's see if Big agree with me into round number 7. A bit of an awkward buy for them, but it's not awful. They can definitely still win this round.
Well, Twist goes for the early pick. Dennis running in towards him. Tizian there as well, and Twist gets both of them. They will not be allowed into the trophy room. That's where Twist wants to remain. I'll be into a 2-man advantage for Fnatic, all thanks to the AWP of Twist opening that one up. He's looking for another one, and there it is, his 3rd of the round. JW able to get GodB as well, and this buy is not really working for Big. Zenteris will be into the 1v4 clutch, and I think on the cards is definitely the save here for him.
Yeah, he may be the top fragger on the server, but a 1v4 isn't really doable. Solid work from Twist there, though. Like you were saying earlier, more of the sort of stable AWPer. He was trying to go aggressive, I think, but he just reacts really well to the players pushing towards him. Just lands those shots, holding back. Big go running right towards him. You could see the idea from Big was just to try and get some aggression going. Maybe hope that fnatic aren't there, or hope that you can at least find the trade. But Twist works around those angles really well to deny any opportunities for Big in that round. And after a string of rounds early for Big Clan, they will start to lose out now that we've got into these gun rounds. fnatic get their third round win on the board, and this time, Dinko, I think it has to be the save for Big. There's just no way around it.
Yeah, there's not really too many options for them in this one. If they decide to force buy, it would be detrimental to them for the next couple of rounds. So they have money left over in the bank. That will be enough moving into the next one to get a buy. So fnatic, if all things go to plan, fnatic should be up to 4. And the scoreline should again be even. When we take a look at Nuke, definitely we talk about it being a CT-sided affair. fnatic getting as many runs as possible on this T side is incredibly important. And 4 at the start of the game here is a good start. But look at this, Santeras. This M4 has to have impact, and it's gone aggressive. It's got JW. And now Dennis has been able to pick up a rifle because of that. Yes, it's the Galil, but it's still a rifle.
Something else for them to work with, but fnatic have gained a lot of ground over towards outside. They've almost changed sides here. The T's are over towards CT spawn, and then Big Clan have pushed all the way through lobby. So a slightly strange round in that sense, and Twist gets the reaction he needed. Xantares was hungry for even further action, but he doesn't get the action that he wanted. Twist takes him down. Crims in below should always win this fight. Tizian ends up falling, and at this point, fnatic will collapse in on the A site. The pistols are in position, but the pistols can only do so much. fnatic run over this A bomb site, and there's not much left for Dennis to do. fnatic are about to tie up the scoreline.
With the early scavenged Galil, Dennis might actually just upgrade it. And there it is, the M4A4. It's got utility in a kit off the back of it. This save looks a little bit more tantalizing now as well. He'll find an exit onto Broland. Exist about to swing there as well. They've got Crims coming in from behind. Dennis is just biding his time, hoping this bomb goes off a little sooner so he can get this into the next one. They will have money in the next anyway, but having that extra M4, the kit, the smoke, the flash, can afford you to get a little bit more Kevlar, more utility into the banks, and that would be much, much better for them. And in fact, he will be able to save it on over, it looks like. So Dennis carries on over the M4A4. It'll be 4-4 on the scoreboard. And fnatic, this is their chance to try and take the lead. Although Big, they'll want to make sure that they can reclaim it, because here comes the buy.
And Dennis has to go for the AWP without armor. Earlier on, he was trying to fight quite aggressively over towards Yard. So if he goes for the same again, he would be susceptible to some of those nades that we've seen from fnatic. This time, though, Dennis playing much safer over towards outside. Smokes go against him. I don't think Dennis is going to find an angle here. fnatic have got those smokes on point. They will begin to move down secret. Godby trades out the smoke. Oh, it hits JW, but somehow JW wins that opening fight. Push down secret will be successful, and with the man advantage, fnatic will try to use that as they move down secret in towards the B side of the map.
Can he pull the advantage back? Yes, but not for long. It's Twist is there for the trade on the AWP. Tabson might just make the same fate as well, because Twist is still holding the angle. He goes close, and Tabson's barrel, I don't think it's been spotted. There's the shot, so they now know that he's there. Exist to walk around the corner. Tabson will pick up the kill on the Broland. Exist is still there with another trade. It's a problem here for Big as they're locked in towards trophy room. JW is just holding off, and there's going to be the spray. Gets the tap. Next shot to the head of Xantares, but Dennis is there for the trade. 1v2, fnatic have the bomb site, and Dennis, I think this might be the safe call again here for Big, because fnatic, they've done a good job of taking the B bomb site, and JW pretty much gets rid of any hopes and dreams they had.
Yeah, JW only had 6 bullets in the AK, so he was just tapping to try and find the headshot. And as soon as he gets the 1 kill, he knows that he's likely done enough. Also, just made sure to slow the opponents down. But again, fnatic find the opening maybe a little too easily. That's been a big part of their success on this T side. They've been pretty good at finding these opening duels ever since we've got into the gun rounds. And again, Big Clan have got a slightly awkward position on their hands. Sure, Dennis saves the AWP, but the rest of the team can't really afford to invest around him. It was a really good start to this game for Xantares, who was up at 12 kills early. He's slowed down slightly. Dennis has been putting up numbers with the AWP, but the rest of the team have been somewhat quiet across the board. And sure, some of them aren't playing positions where they're expected to frag. For example, we've seen Tizian in a couple of rounds just fall back from ramp because he knows he needs to stay alive. He knows he needs to remain in control of the round. But not too many kills on the board for a couple of the Big Clan players. Let's see if that can change here in round 10. Mainly the pistols, but the AWP of Dennis caught in the open, and JW will just stick around to make sure that AWP can't be recovered too easily.
So there's the opening you were talking about, fnatic. This time against the weaker buy, they should be expected to find it. Although, Big still stand a chance. AWP in the hands of Colby. They've still got 5-7s. The Eagles exist is putting pressure onto Tabsin. That'll be the kill. fnatic up to 2-man advantage. Make it 3 because Crim's dropped Tizian inside of the vent. Xantares and Colby left in a 2v5. At this point, it's all on to Xantares to see what he can get done. Just hiding in behind the corner, Alex. This could be pretty nasty. Xantares is going to walk around. Exist, the bomb plant denied. Xantares going to get anything more done? Probably not. And in fact, Exist will end him. So it's Gob B. On to the save again. This AWP, it's like a hot potato, Alex. It's been thrown about, tossed about, but it will be saved, or attempted to be saved here by Gob B.
Oh, fnatic have
They know
got an
he is.
idea here. Yeah, they don't want to let this happen. They've got the flashes in hand as well. How many players will commit into CT spawn? We've currently got 2 players ready to push forwards. That smoke will allow them to close the distance as well. They're using everything to deny this, and Gob B is about to be run down. Surely he can't save here. First shot lands. Gob B trying to find more shots. Connecting. Gob in with the second. Brolan, the only man left in position to deny this. Fake flash goes forwards. Gob B gets the third, so he will be able to save safely. There we go. There's some kills on the board for Gob B. Sadly, it doesn't have any impact on a round win, though.
Yeah, it's like the battle from Mobleye. Gob B, just the battle of the 300, holding on. Force is running at him, and he just holds them all off. The AWP, it meant a lot to Gob B, and he carries it all over into this round. Finally, trusting Dennis to carry it into this one. We're on to number 11. Big. They have got the M4 pulled out on Tabsin. The buy will come off across the board, but this time, it has to be a round win for Big. They need to start competing. Stop fnatic from building up a lot of round wins. Stop them from building up a string of momentum. And if they can manage to do that, Alex, this definitely can be a competitive map. Big have shown they've got the individuals. I think it was just on Overpass, like you said, it was just very frustrating because the playstyle that fnatic were doing on the CT side pretty much just countered that of Big perfectly. So they couldn't really play their game. They couldn't really get into it. And obviously with the slow start, they couldn't quite finish it. But they were definitely showing some signs of life towards the end of Overpass.
Ooh, Dennis using the storied AWP that got be saved for him, and Crims just goes flying round the corner. He thought he was Superman. Turns out he's definitely not, but the trade is there from Twist. Straight into the 4 versus 4, and the AWP of Dennis is out of the round. So now fnatic definitely have the range advantage.
Well, Xantares is just going to sit outside the squeaky door. JW just below him, and Xantares will pick up that kill. Man advantage for the CT side. Tizian dropped to 24. Xantares looks over the top. There's another kill on the Exist. Xantares so low on 19 HP. Twist is even lower on 8. Brolin on the SG. It's not looking too likely fnatic make this happen. So Big, so far, look like they've done enough to stay in the start of this map. jostling for position, but Twist has come through. Finally, Xantares will hit the deck, and it's India 2v3, nearly an opportunity there as GodB drops from heaven. He will pick up the kill onto Brolan. Oh, it's Twist making his way back in. Flash over the top, goes through the smoke. A no-scope on GodB. What is that from Twist? But Tisno finish him off. Some strange shots there for Twist. I like the play though. I like the balls just to move through the smoke and go for that.
Getting some COD flashbacks out here.
Yeah, it's like Battalion.
Yeah. Maybe he's been playing a bit of Battalion, carrying
Maybe
it
he
over
has.
into CS.
I seen the NIP team were playing it.
Oh yes. Sorry,
all
JW's
five.
got the sword off. I love this.
Well, we'll stop discussing other video games. We're gonna get into this one. JW with a sword off. This is definitely going to be interesting. I want to see what he can get done with it.
He had money, by the way, if he wanted like an AK or something. But you know what? Oh, okay. Well, okay. No, this is why you don't buy the sword.
That's
off,
what you
guys.
get.
Yeah. We are traditionalists here. We only like the AKs. And the SG. We'll allow the SG.
What about the AUG? You like that?
I like it.
I like it
The
as well.
community does.
I think people are starting to warm up to it. They got used to it a little bit. Well, Brolin is going to be here. Oh, nice shot from Dennis. I thought Brolin would have had that one, but nope. Dennis extends upon the advantage they had for big. And he's looking for a little bit more here as fnatic start to put pressure up towards him. fnatic are on the back foot here. It's their time to try and make the play.
Again, the outside control is there for the Swedes, but they're losing some of these opening fights. I really think that's been the main predictor of who wins these rounds. Big gets a clean man or two-man advantage. Normally they are set to go on to win the round. Dennis comes in with another kill and somehow gets out alive. Nice shot from Crims, but he takes a dink in the process. And when you're in the 2v4, you don't want to be going down that low on health. Only 25 seconds left. The bomb is so far behind as well. I don't think fnatic could even win this round if they tried. Crims is probably just going to save. And Big are starting to grind out these rounds. If they can get 9 rounds on the board on their CT side, I'd say that would be acceptable. Crims needs to make sure he doesn't die after time here. Gets the shot. 4 bullets left in the AK, but I think he will be safe, especially now that Gob has mollied himself off.
Well,
Like I was saying, though, I think 9 rounds is what Big need, right? If they get 9 rounds, they're definitely in this.
Yeah, 100%. I think obviously just leading coming in it isn't really enough if you get but you're still leading at half. But we've kind of talked about how Nuke is a CT side of the fair and you want to see as many runs as possible picked up there. But this is the chance for Big to get those 9 runs, like you're saying. It is the best case scenario for them at this point. And fnatic, you're going to leave money for the buy in the next one. So Big coming into this one with their full buy, the purchase, the AWP on Dennis. The AUGs in play on pretty much every player apart from Xantares. And of course Dennis for the AWP. I like the AUGs, Alex. We'll see if they can work here on Nuke. Definitely a map that they're useful on. A lot of sort of long range angles you can hold it with, especially towards outside. We see them be quite devastating towards outside sometimes. I think in particular, a team that are very good at sort of shutting down outside with the AUGs are Vitality. Zaiwu plays towards this position, but it's going to be Tabston taking the kill onto Crims. That'll be the 1 AK out of play for fnatic instantly.
And the rest of the Swedes will move forwards. Tizian hasn't been tested too often in this position, and again, he's happy not finding a frag. He's happy to just fall back. Fnatic continue to move forwards, Dennis taking the brunt of the damage, but Big remain in reasonable control here. They've only lost the ramp room, they've got players ready on the B site. Xantares with a solid spray down, Tizian chimes in with one of his own. JW is attempting to do whatever he can, but I doubt he'll do much. Oh, somehow gets that kill. Nice shot on the first, but eventually Big will close this out. There's no way JW wins this. At least gets an organ to his hands. Trying to see if he can... Wow, gets another kill. Xantares not looking the right way. Deeg out for JW, but finally, Tizian puts him down. Took quite a lot of damage in the process, though. JW came surprisingly close there to doing some good damage.
Yeah, especially being so low himself and just with a deagle, you don't really expect too much to happen. You think for him to be dead and buried very quickly, but nope. JW, he always makes something of it, and it will be 7-6 here. We get to see if Big can get their 8th round, at least win the half. And coming into this one, fnatic have got a bye. We've kind of discussed how fnatic have a very strong CT side on this map as well. So things are not going to get any easier for Big, so they'll need to get as many rounds as possible here on their CT side.
Yeah, if you want to look at stats in terms of top 30 teams, a 9-6 half on the CT side has on average led to a victory on the map only 40% of the time. So that shows that this map is really quite CT sided. Even with a 9-6 half, at least previously, teams have not always been able to close it out on the CT side of Nuke. Damage being done. tabseN takes the opening. The nade blows up the door, gives him the angle to work with. And again, Big have been so much better in these last few rounds at finding that opening without too many difficulties. fnatic tried to make a solo play, and it ends up going against them as tabseN has moved all the way into lobby. Good information here.
Good information and good control as well. fnatic will start to send their players towards Secret, and actually that's a kill from tabseN. Twist walks right into lobby, and tabseN, having the control of that, is able to get a kill. So fnatic being halted at the minute. Just trying to challenge up towards Heavens, and Terra spraying through the smoke. Key players still here for fnatic. I'll have to try and make this happen. It should be the ladder. Oh, there we go. Audible for Brolin. He'll hear that and turn around. The kill comes in. That'll be the man advantage only for Big Clan. Just the one. Crims looks to try and pull it back, and he will, Alex. It's back into a 3v3. 15 seconds, though. That's the big problem. They've got to sprint towards this B-bomb site.
There it is. Dennis with the first, looking for the follow-up. There's no time. There's simply no time. The bomb plant way too late. Kills come through. GodB fights at the end and makes sure that fnatic cannot win the round. It came a little close at the end there, but Big always have the trades lined up. They will take an 8th round on the board, and that 9-6 half is looking likely at this point. fnatic have to go for the low buy, and again, fnatic are giving away these entries quite easily in some of these one-on-one duels. Big Clan have been coming out on top quite often, so I wouldn't mind if fnatic just grouped up at the start of this round with the pistols and just tried to see if they could maybe push together just so that they don't lose that opening, because that's been a really big problem for them.
You had said they'd probably need 9 to be able to compete here, Big. Well, you'd say, looking at the buy they've got, that this should be favored to do so. fnatic's is not exactly optimal, but it's not bad. Definitely has a lot of potency. Like to see a little bit more presence of an AK with it. Would probably bolster it a little bit more, but obviously they've gone for the full utility. They'll see what they can do. And he's just sitting here on the ramp, biding his time as Tizian. Slightly over a minute to play with here for fnatic. What have they got up their sleeve? They're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Plenty of nades for fnatic to work with as well, but Xantares gets the early info. That's the bomb dropped. Smoke not really there to cut him off, but the molly certainly will. They can hold this angle. Xantares stuck in the flames, traded out, and fnatic will go back over towards Dennis's position. The AWP lands the first shot, and he will fall back.
Yeah, good Molotov as well. That'll give him extra time to fall back inside of the site where he gets another. Exist will hit the floor. Finally, he's dealt with by Crims. 30 seconds on the clock, but Tizian will get both. Crims and JW, they fall in tandem, and it'll be a 9-6 half for Big. They get the 9 runs they needed, the best case scenario of what was left. And coming into this one, we've talked about how fnatic CT side is strong. If they win the pistol, Alex, they could very, very easily sort of even that scoreline. So Big, this pistol's important for them if they want to extend this lead. Currently a map down in the best of 3.
And looking at the scoreboard, obviously Xantares' stats are slightly inflated by that anti-eco ace, but he's still having a great game. And then Dennis has been really impressing with the AWP. Even though he's been struggling in the opening duels, he's been having impact throughout. Either way, we need to focus on this second half pistol round. Big Clan clearly have something in mind. I'm so excited to see what they've got on the T side of Nuke. 2 sets of nades brought into this round. Smoke early from Gob B allows them to move forwards. Flashbang to follow, and they will close the distance. JW spotted in the smoke, and there's the opening. Gob B gives his team the early advantage.
Well, big. They might just get another chance here. tabseN fighting towards heaven, but Brolan, he'll pull it back for fnatic into the 4v4. Flashbang goes in. Tizian able to pick up Brolan. There's a man advantage still with big. fnatic, they're still not out of it. Tizian taking the fight. That might just be one of the final nails, though, in the coffin as Crims and Exist. They're going to have to find a way to step back into this, and Zentera's displaying grit skill on the P250. It leaves Exist into the 1 versus 3. It's actually the 1v4 to start with, but he's got the first kill. The bomb gets planted inside of the B-bomb site. Exist does have a kit. No Kevlar. And 3 players to find, Alex. I don't think his chances are too high here.
You wouldn't expect so. He has to either break the window or open the door, so they will spot him out. Information there. Gob B was in on the site, out in the open, so it's not too bad that he goes down. These last 2 players have got the crossfire lined up. Exist spotted. He's just out in the open, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Tizian, despite being so low on health, closes it out with a triple kill. Really good work from him in that round, just finding frag after frag, winning out in those individual fights. And I almost don't think that round exactly went to plan for big. I think they just kind of reacted to the fights that they were taking. They just reacted with all of the kills going their way. Look at this buy from big, though. No AKs, no premium rifles, and they're against the force. So this could be a little dangerous depending on how fnatic can perform with all of their investment into round 17.
Yeah, that's always the problem, right? If you win the pistol, you still got most of the time, you still got a force buy coming at you. So fnatic have got this. They've got the pistol to seize out of FAMAS, but Goldbeat nearly picks up the early kill. Hasn't quite got that opportunity yet. And JW hides in the corner, but Dennis, he was always going to check that. JW's been finished off. I like the attempt to hide, though, Alex.
He's got double teamed, really.
Yeah, he just got pushed from both sides. There was no way he was getting away with that, I'm afraid. But the attempt comes through. Twist sitting on the ramp. The scout in play. You've got the crossfire here with the player already inside the bomb site. What a shot from Twist. Right through the smoke. Gets the headshot onto tabseN. And it'll be into a 4v4.
Yeah, moves forwards through the smoke. Had to get the headshot. Connects with the kill. Kills keep on coming. It's fnatic finding all the frags between them. And Brolan wins the round with 3 kills in on the Behold. That's the problem I pointed out. I was worried that there wasn't enough to work with for big in the round. They end up losing quite convincingly there in the follow-up. And that's a massive problem for big. It looks like they were going to be able to get a reasonable lead on the board. Instead, it's fnatic who have the opportunity to rebound right back into this game. And that could be a round that big look back on as a really decisive one on this map.
Well, Twist, he's got tabseN. Reply there from Dennis. It's time for big to do onto fnatic what they did onto them. The utility will be used towards outside. And I don't blame you if you're confused by my recent stay-pins. It almost confused me as well, like. But it makes sense.
Just got to think about it. Use your brain.
Well, JW. There's going to be a kill on the Galil. He'll take away Dennis. Nice, and Terrace looks to come on in with the AUG as well. JW will just hide. He'll actually come back into the position he was previously playing. Santeras is waiting for him to walk around the other side, but he won't. Man advantage here for fnatic, but big. They still have a good chance here. JW needs to get the kill. If Santeras finds this onto him, there's a solid chance big can make this happen. But Santeras, he's going to look back. He'll get the kill on the JW, and it's into a 3v3.
Galil into the hands of Tizian. 2 smokes down. They only have to worry about the door, and that gets smoked off as well. This bomb plant surely comes down. Nothing fnatic can do to stop this, and the retake attempt will be slowed down significantly by all these smokes. That could be a problem, but Exist forces the first fight, and Twist in from behind gets one of his own. It's all on Tizian behind the silo, trying to play around the angle, but the dink is not enough. Crims claims the final kill of the round, and nicely done there by fnatic in on the retake. They all get 1 kill each to win the round.
I really thought there when Zenterra's had got that kill towards ramp, there was a real chance out for Big, but they couldn't quite get it done. fnatic able to sweep it up, and this is the chance for them to start to build up a few rounds in a row on the CT side. We kind of talked about this coming, and we knew fnatic are obviously a very solid team on this. There's a reason they pick it, Alex, and it's starting to look like Big. They start to struggle a little bit more here on the T side, although we have to talk about the sort of potential, the mastermind that is GamerLegion that could lead this team on Nuke on their T side. I'm looking forward to seeing if they have anything up their sleeve when it comes to the gun runs, but this is not one of them. This is a Hail Mary play in towards the B-bomb site from Tizian. He tries to go for the plant, but Brolin catches him. And so it will be the man advantage here for fnatic. Twist able to follow up on that as well.
Ooh,
It's over.
all the orcs. Yeah. Really nice work between them. Good awareness and good timing from Brolan as well to get to that B site just in time to deny the bomb plant. Xantares has got some good aim, so this Deagle is always somewhat scary, but I doubt there will be any chance here in the round. He's just looking to see if there are any kills available to him. Oh, there's one. Nice shot on towards Twist. Takes the first fight into his favor. Again, the bomb is not in his possession. Xantares continues forwards. Oh, wow, there's the follow-up frag. A little bit more damage done, but eventually fnatic will be able to close out the round. I think fnatic lost one of those Orgs at the end there. JW saves the Galil instead of the Org, so a slightly weaker rifle saved into round 20. They lose one of the Orgs. They have to reinvest a little bit more, but it's not going to make a massive difference. Big remain in the lead, but only by 1 round. And on the T side of Nuke, that is never a comfortable position to be in. Early smoke from GamerLegion. Big will look to move towards outside. GamerLegion goes through the smoke, but Crims times this to perfection. Dennis trying to fall back, but he gets caught off guard. Counter Molotov from Twist slows things down. Tizian looking over the top of the box, and there's a massive gap in that smoke. JW will wait patiently. I don't think Big are going to be moving forwards so soon, though. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Smoke goes down from Tabson. Big looking to overcome this man disadvantage. Twist is still in towards outside. That nade lands right on towards him, and Tabson closes the distance. JW not watching the angle for his teammate. Crims has got such a tight angle to work with, but the bomb gets dropped. Molotov goes forwards. JW waiting round the box. They had no clue he was sitting there for so long. Big just assumed they would be safe, but JW eventually springs into action. And again, Xantares is left in such a tough clutch. Nothing for him to do. fnatic tie up the scoreline. And this is starting to look like fnatic are in control heading into their CT side. They've won the last 4 rounds in a row. And Big have to go for yet another weak bye. This is not looking good for the mostly German side right now.
Well, fnatic, they have still got the solid buy across the board. Big, a little bit of a half buy here. They'll bring what they can to the table. 2 CZs as Tabson. The rest of the Big starting to come in towards JW. He's just hiding behind the box. He plays that one perfectly, picking up the early kill, and the second coming in as well. Exists has Tizian, and now Dennis and GamerLegion. Well, they'll probably meet the same fate here as GamerLegion is left into the 1v4 clutch with just a P250 in behind the vent. Crims will finish him. 11 to 10. fnatic will take the lead. And finally, we'll get another buy-in from Big here. This kind of feels like one of their first solid buy runs coming into the second half. And so fnatic, well, this will be their first challenge, really. The hurdle they're going to have to jump over.
I'm slightly surprised that we don't see an AWP go over to Dennis, considering how well he was playing earlier. On that CT side, he was doing a lot of damage with the sniper in play. Xantares is lining up a smoke all the way back from spawn. I think that's one of the outside smokes that we haven't seen much of from Big. This time they will try to move forwards. GamerLegion, the only player there, though. Zantares' smoke will go down. GobB has got one of his own, but this is all a bit of a ruse. Big trying to sell the presence towards outside when they are actually focusing elsewhere, and GobB goes through the smoke. I wonder if they planned that one so that he could go through, because it was in a slightly different position. He picks up the opening with an insane shot, and Tabson in with the follow-up. fnatic falling apart over towards Yard.
Oh no, Brolin has no idea there's players coming in from radio, and he will end up falling. It's Crims and Exist into the 2 versus 5. Big, this looks good. They haven't lost a single player. fnatic haven't been able to trade. And so Big, just making sure that all the mistakes are limited, the bomb can get planted, and they want to make sure they've got 11 in the back pocket. Crims and Exist probably just thinking about saving these weapons, and they'll slowly start to make their way back towards T-spawn. They'll hide behind the wall and attempt to carry the AUG and the AK-47 into the next round, because Big have done enough to get 11. And this is becoming a very close affair indeed, Alex. If there's any thoughts of whether or not Big are going to be able to compete on the second half, well, there it is. They've been answered. Big definitely will here.
Ooh, Tabson slowly drops down, up into his hands. And yes, it is going to be a round win for Big, finally finding some success. GobB was running all the way into the spawn there to try to get those exit kills, but will not be able to do so. All tied up between these two teams. Again, this has come pretty close here in the second half, and Big will take a timeout ahead of round 23. A really important round in the context of this game. fnatic are investing heavily into this one, and this time we have an AWP on both teams. Both Twist and Dennis have been performing really well here on Nuke. The question is, who will get the better of the AWP battle into round 23, or will we even see the AWP battle come into play? They may just go for picks on opposite sides of the map. Timeout expires. GobB, I'm sure, has called whatever the hell he wants into round 23. They've got all the nades at their disposal. Dennis will buy a few more nades at the end there. I was wondering if he was just going to save some money so that he could make sure he could always have the AWP. He decides to buy the full set of utility, and here is the opening attempt from Dennis. Oh, Tabson! So much damage done there. JW is down to 36 points of health. Really nice lineup from Tabson at the start of the round. A good bit of damage done, but we're not going to see any significant fights early into this one. No picks either way until Brolan reacts first onto Dennis. That AWP I was talking about will not be having any impact in this round.
Well, JW's just walked through lobby. This could be a big play. Molotov and Tabson's going to go on in. You need to be aware that JW has pushed through, but at this point, Big going for an execute. JW's in such a strange position. Surely they don't even expect this. JW's just got to sit here. Tabson's going to come on in. JW picks up the kill. Now they have the info that JW is playing from there, but already the damage has been done, and fnatic have got the man advantage doubled. Zantares, GobB, and Tizzy, and they've got to find a way back into this. And with Crims just hiding on the other end of the smoke, he might end up just picking up this kill. Tizian? Is this going to be playing the edge of the smoke here? They want to make sure that JW is gone. They don't want to meet the same fate. He has left, don't worry, but there he is. Finally will give away his position. Utility being thrown down. Quinn's able to pick up GobB, but Exist is there in reply. The pick of Zantares. He's going to find more than one here. Maybe a headshot onto Crims. Into the 1v5. He has got 2 already. Coming back and towards the bomb site. Exist just playing the time, hiding in the back. Knew there wasn't really too much time for Zantares to pull it off. And it'll be 12-11. fnatic only 4 rounds away now from taking this series 2-0.
Yeah, Zantares individually has been having such a good game. 29 kills on the board. He's been really successful in those opening fights as well. He's won 5 opening duels and only been the first man to die 1 time. He's had 7 rounds where he's had multi-kills, 91% on the KAST. These are all great stats, but the stat that matters is the scoreline, and fnatic are in the lead. 12-11 on their CT side. Roland spamming away with the SG. Seems pretty happy that he's got this in his hands on the CT side. Used it well in the last round to win the fight against the Orc of Dennis. This time it's only rifles in play, and again, same angle from Tabson does the damage. Prim's down to 44 points of health. We saw in that previous round, I think Big Clan were trying to fake over towards outside and go back towards lobby, but the aggression from JW was a problem, and Brolan happy to hold the angle with the SG. Again, pretty similar to the previous round. He gives his team the early lead, and in comes the follow-up. Easy pickings for Brolan on the hold.
Fnatic yet again. The two-man advantages there as Tabson, Golby, and Tizian. Not a whole lot of chances here as Twist will find another. Golby will not be allowed passage in towards the B-bomb site. And so with 45 seconds left, Tabson in towards Hut. Just starting to play through with Tizian just on the other end of the squeaky door. You desperately want to find some way into a bomb site, but the problem is Exist is on the Hut roof. Crims has taken away Tabson. And that'll be it. 13-11. Fnatic starting to really ramp up the pace now. Alex is starting to feel like they are in the driver's seat, and they are going very quickly towards that finish line.
I was wondering if Big would force up. I think realistically, they have to go for this one. The buy isn't too bad. A couple of MAC-10s in the mix. Again, though, Fnatic have been pretty good at finding those opening kills without Big being able to even attempt those trade frags. We've seen a couple of rounds now. Roland has been able to hold over towards his position, over towards ramp. So I doubt Big will want to go there again. Couple of smokes deployed towards yard. JW sitting in a very safe position. Twist will be able to watch those smokes with his AWP. Plenty of nades left for Big. Smoke goes into A, and this is going to be a fast play. The MAC-10s will try to get up close, try to run and gun. Man on the site is in trouble. Tizian jumping onto the site with the MAC-10. Twist tries to rotate over, but Crims is still alive. They don't know where he is. He goes down. I don't know why he's moving forwards, but it costs him his life. However, the rotate is here from Fnatic. Brolan in position. Bomb plant will go down, but the kill comes in, and it's only the MAC-10s alive.
Yeah, two MAC-10s left to try and pull this off. One of them is gone. It's all on Tizian. 3 different angles, 3 different players, and Brolan's the man to get it. It will be the defuse coming through, and Fnatic will reach 14. So unfortunate there for Big. You really start to think they have a chance towards the end of that. They get the bomb plant, the retakes coming through, but then Fnatic come in, they swipe it up, and there will be only 2 rounds now, Alex, that they need to take this over that line. Big Clan, they're going to be purchasing into this one. The AK-47s are available to them. The utility is there as well. They have to step up here, and now there's no other option for them.
And this is the round where we need to see success from Big. Again, reminder that this is the upper bracket of the EU Minor closed qualifier. So the winner goes straight to the Minor. The loser gets another chance in a game later. So if you are a Big fan, you don't have to be too stressed, but it's still not looking great for them here. Fnatic have dominated the CT side of Nuke. Only 2 rounds on the board for Big, including that pistol round. So the gun rounds have really gone against them. And again, JW peeking forwards. Oh no, they line up, but he will not get the frag. Godby survives on literally 1 point of health.
Was Santer's like a bloody block, body block for God B saves him? Oh, that is pretty nuts. God B survives barely on 1 HP, and that's so unfortunate. You play that 10 times over if JW gets both of them, surely, but that is very well played there for Santeros to react quick enough.
Oh God, get away from the molly.
Yeah, don't go near any Molotovs, God B. You're not a fragile parcel. Well, Tabson, he does have the added bonus of having 100 HP, so we can walk through a Molotov a little bit, and that'll result in a kill onto Exist, but Brolan, oh my god, Brolan gets the double kill. They had no idea it was here, and the advantage is there for Fnatic. This could be map point. He's looking for another one, and Brolan's got the quad kill. Surely he has, and there it is. Santeros hits the deck. It's 15-11, and Fnatic are looking strong.
Brolan's been such a beast in this series. I love seeing the SG as well. He just scopes in before the kills, gets the headshots, makes it work. He's had that SG for so many rounds on this CT side, and he just keeps on putting in a shift with that weapon. so cool to see Brolan at such a young age do so much work for Fnatic. It really feels like he could be on this lineup for a long, long time. And I could see him going even higher than this. That's the cool thing.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like this year especially, he started to look even better. You know, he had the potential coming into Fnatic at the start. You sometimes wouldn't really hit the numbers you'd expect of him. But in 2019, he's been on fire. It's tabseN taking 1 kill, Twist answering back, and it's into a 4v4, Alex.
JW again attempting that aggression towards outside, unsuccessful in a second round in a row, but thankfully Twist is there to cover his teammate. Trade frag found, and tabseN has been taken down to 11 points of health. Because of that, he looks to lead the lines, maybe just looking to get some information for his teammates. Nades are successful. tabseN has got to be careful, as has Dennis. He nearly takes damage there. Boost over for tabseN. He's low on health. He's trying to find this one. Spray unsuccessful, but at least tabseN survives a little bit longer.
Santeras nearly dodged the Molotov in there. Well, was close to walking through it. Molotov came in. He got away. tabseN so low. He will start to make his way through. Fnatic, they just need to hold this off for a little bit longer as they start to come on in. It screams for the first headshot. Santeras falls. Dizian is going to take it away, but Exist is going unchecked, and he will come in with a triple kill to finish it. 16-11 here on Nuke for Fnatic. They take the series 2-0 over Big Clan, and they will move forward.
Beautiful bait and switch at the end there. They didn't expect Exist to also be back in that corner. He comes in with 3 kills. They completely overlook his position, and Fnatic will be taking this series. Such a well-played series from them. Really impressive stuff. I'm glad that this Fnatic team is starting to utilize this skill so well.
And not just the series, they make it to the minor, you know, Alex. They went into the challenger stage of the major as the #1 seed. They didn't do it well enough, and they find themselves here having to fight in the minor qualifiers. Well, they've done it well here. They've done it very convincingly so. They win 2 series, 2-0, and they find themselves and book themselves a spot at the Starladder Minor 2019. We're going to go to a short break, ladies and gentlemen. But when we return, we'll have mouz Sports taking on OpTic. That one's going to be a good one.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
I know better than to call back. I missed your call. I finally think I'm fine with that. I know it hurts when love bites back, but it's your fault. I wish you'd just accept